Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Michigan Wolverines are the 2026 men's basketball national champions after beating UConn 69-63 in Indianapolis last night. This is the first national title win for the program in 37 years. The Columbus Blue Jackets have a big game in the Motor City tonight when they take on the Detroit Red Wings. Both teams are sitting on 88 points and are 2 points behind a playoff spot in the Eastern Conference. Coverage starts at 6:30 right here on The Fan. On the diamond, the Cincinnati Reds beat the Miami Marlins 2-0 yesterday for their fourth straight win, while the Cleveland Guardians lost at home to the Kansas City Royals 4-2. And on the hardwood, the Cavs matched an NBA record 29 three-pointers in a 142-126 victory over the Grizzlies. This update is sponsored by Ramos Roofing. Request your free roof or exterior assessment today at RamosRoofingOhio.com. Ramos Roofing, reliable, local, built right.
Breakfast time!
Hello, welcome to T-Bone and Tyvis. Can I take your order?
Just want a little breakfast.
Hey, you want some crabs? Because I got some of them.
Get ready to drive through the intersection of football, food, and fun. Featuring producer Dylan.
We're the 5 best rappers of all time.
Special guests.
You serious?
And you. Wake up.
For what?
It's time for T-Bone and Tyvis.
I'm not even going to say good morning. I'm just going to go to hell. Hi, Tyvis. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay.
What's that song? People say go to hell. It's like, I'm already there. You're like, yeah. Lone Star.
Yesterday was.
We are there.
Yesterday, I decided to get back on my fitness journey. You know, I wanted to.
I didn't know you ever had left it, but
I mean, well, to an extent, you know. I went from calisthenics to going back to the gym to lift.
Oh, you're pumping iron.
Yeah, because and it's, you know whose fault it is? It's Josh's fault. I was talking to Josh Perry.
Joshua Perry, it's always good to blame other people for
fault.
Your shortcomings.
So I was talking to Josh, and I was telling him, like, yeah, I do calisthenics now. And this is because I was talking to Maurice Claret. And he was like, yeah, I don't lift weights no more. He said, I ain't lift weights in a long time. I just do calisthenics. Mm-hmm. And I was talking to Josh, and I was like, yeah, Josh, you should do calisthenics. He's like, yeah, but the problem is, he said, like, he grabs my arm and he like squeezes it. He says, see, it's not solid. You don't got that rock feeling. Okay. Like, I like to lift weights because you get that rock feeling. And I said, that makes sense. Uh-huh. So I said, You know what? I'm going back to lifting weights again, right?
You should have told him you get that rock feeling from Tri-State Men's Health.
That's true.
Hey,
that's true, too.
There you go. That's a little... By the way, it's Hot Take Tuesday. So you can tweet us those at Bone and Tyvis 971. That was a hot take, Dylan. I like it.
So I said, well, I haven't been in the gym in like 2 months. So I was like, let me go back to the gym.
You've been working out.
I've been working out.
You just haven't been back to pump iron.
Correct. I haven't lifted weights in 2 months.
All right.
So I said, well, let me go back to the gym. I'm going to go ahead and get back to the gym. Yesterday I went and I started off with a dynamic warm-up, you know, just like I did back when I was at O-State. I used like 10, 15 yards. And I just like did, you know, high knees, A-skips, stuff like that, right?
Now, this is sad looking at me. You'd never guess this, but like, I think I know the dynamic workout or the dynamic stretching versus like the regular warm-up, which is
static stretching.
Static stretching, where you just like bend down and touch your toes. This is not that.
Correct.
See?
So I start off with a dynamic warm-up. It takes me like 5 minutes to do the whole thing.
Because cheetahs do not dynamic stretch.
No.
That's static
You can dynamic stretch, you can static stretch.
Correct.
You can dynamic warm-up, but you can't static
That's
stretch.
Right. So
what a cop-out. Such a cop-out. I don't stretch. I do my 20 minutes dynamic warm-ups, though. Okay,
I didn't do 20. I did 5 minutes of dynamic warm-up.
Fine.
So anyways, I then went on the treadmill. I ran for 15 minutes. So I did the treadmill for 15 minutes, got off, and then I started lifting. It was an upper body day. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to start off, you know, with the bench press. So I was like, well, what's a good thing? Well, let me test out what I can do because it's been a while since I benched.
Stained. Go ahead.
So I start off with 135 for 10. I throw that up. I'm like, oh, yeah, this is nothing. I put 185 up, throw that up for 10. I'm like, oh, yeah, this is nothing. I put 205 on, threw that up for 10. I said, oh, yeah, this is, well, all right, I'm going to just stop right there. We're going to go 225.
You bench pressed a cruiserweight. Yeah. That's what you did.
So I'm going to just go ahead. I'm going to do 225. I'm going to do 3 sets of 5 because I'm easing myself back into it. I don't want to get out there and try to kill myself.
Yeah.
So I do 3 sets of 5. Easy.
225?
225. Bang, bang, bang. It was easy.
Is that what they do at the combine?
225.
Okay.
Yes. So I did that. I supersetted it with rows, meaning I would bench, get off the bench, go do rows, and then that's one set.
That's not annoying when you go to the gym and someone's got like, sorry, I'm supersetting 8 different machines.
Well,
You're like, all right, thanks, man.
It was me, an older gentleman, somebody that was on the treadmill, and a young lady that was working out. Like she was in front of a mirror doing like a Pilates type workout.
Must be nice to have this like semi-private gym you're going to.
It's
the one every gym I go to, it's like there's 9,000 like beef necks just walking around like, you done with that, bro? Hey, you done with that, bro? You done with that, bro? And it's like, I just sat down. I'm sorry. No.
I think it was like
I haven't even gotten ass sweat on this yet. You're going to have to wait a second.
5 of us in the whole thing. So that was cool. But anyway.
Good for you.
So I did that. Then I did some incline benching with some pull-ups. Now, the pull-ups is interesting.
Oh?
Because.
Can you do a pull-up?
Yeah. What's wrong with you?
Listen.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
Do a pull-up?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what the grip strength is like because you haven't been doing weights. I don't know.
So I do the pull-up. This is where things got interesting.
Okay.
I did a pull-up. I did Nutri-Grip pull-up. I don't do the wide because the wide is when you pop your pec and all that stuff.
This is called Fitness Terms with Tyvis. Yeah. I'm learning stuff. What is Nutri-Grip?
Nutri-Grip is when you like this. When you hold.
Oh, this is good for the radio. Radio
wide.
listeners. It's like this. Yeah. It's just like what he said.
Nutri-Grip is
like this.
when your hands is close together.
Oh, okay.
Your hands is
gotcha.
close together.
All
The
right,
wide grip is when you take the wide part of the bar and pull up with it.
All right, gotcha.
You don't really want to mess with that one like that because that one you'll mess up.
If your shoulders aren't ready,
you'll mess yourself up.
A Nutri-Grain pull-up, guy.
Yes,
that's sad.
That sounds delicious.
Anyway,
actually, go for one of those.
I do the first set. I only do like 5 or 6, right? And as I'm doing that, I thought I popped my pec, so I was like scared. I was like, no, I didn't just do this, right? I didn't just because it hurt. And I went and stretched it a little bit, and I came back, and it was fine. It was like, I guess my body was shocked at the fact that I did this because I haven't done it in a long time. So I ended up doing 3 sets of those. And then I finished with like a 5-minute ab workout.
Oh.
Yeah.
5-minute abs.
Yeah.
Never fails.
Yeah.
I'm sure they work.
And then I took me some fish oil.
Rubbed it on your body.
No, I took a pill.
Oh, I don't know how that goes.
That's a shame.
I don't know what you do with the fish oil.
Well, I say all that to say I woke up this morning and got hit by a semi-truck.
Yeah, how you feeling? Oh, yeah, that's good. That's the welcome to 30 when you start working out.
I'm over here trying to eat. I'm doing this and eating right at the same time. It's
Oh, doing it all at once?
Yeah,
that's good.
Y'all pray for me.
Yeah, we will keep you in our prayers.
But I'm trying to get right because they setting up this me stealing the second, so I gotta get my body right. And then Fish texts me about some stuff in June.
Oh, yeah. Well, so if you don't know, the Clippers are trying to get something worked out with Tyvis where he goes out and attempts to steal a base against, I hope, a Clippers pitcher, Clippers catcher, a Clippers first baseman, and shorter second baseman, right? Because that's the setup we need. We need someone to hold you on. We need a pitcher who can throw over. You need to be aware that you could be thrown over on. And then you need to try to time the break on the pitch and see if you can steal.
Should I have a batter in there too?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so
I'll stand it.
So if
I'll be the batter.
If he hits the ball.
If I get plunked, I'm coming after you. I'm not coming after the pitcher. If I get one to the rib cage, I'm coming after you. 100%.
I don't wish injury upon anybody, but I hope Bo Naylor gets like a minor injury and is down rehabbing with the Clippers, and you get major league catcher throwing you out at second.
We're looking to try to do this in May. So
okay. Well, you never know when a rehab stint could happen. You never know when they just need to send him down for a second. All I'm telling you is, so you got that going on, and yes, so the Fan 5K registration is live. You can go to the Fan's website, find it there. But here's what we're doing for the Fan 5K. Still going to have the 1 mile run. Still going to have the 5K run. Still going to have the 9.71K, which I think is exactly 6 miles is what it works out to. So it's not a 10K, but it's a 9.71K. All this going to be back at Otterbein this year, coming up in June. But we have added in this year. We confirmed it yesterday. Tyvis is going to be there, correct? It's like right at the end of your, baby tsunami time. So where you will be off for whatever weeks you are off. And then I believe it's that weekend, right before you make your triumphant return to the air. But we are going to set up a 40 time because it's it's at Otterbeins Football Stadium is where we start and end this.
Mm-hmm.
There are yard markers, so we can easily mark off 40 yards. Tyvis is going to set a time. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. I mean, we know what your combine time was.
It's going to be the same.
Okay, sure. Sure.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if you can't run a 4.46, don't even put your hand down because there's no point.
I'm just telling you that's no way that's true.
If you can't run a 4.46, don't even try it.
Okay, Carnell Tate, don't show up.
No, nope.
Not allowed.
You're gonna embarrass yourself.
Fine. Okay, fine. But if you would like to see what you could run compared to Tyvis, you could also, while you're waiting to run your 1 mile or 5K or 10K or 9.71K, you could also run a 40 time.
I gotta go see if I can find my 40 cleats.
Well, I think the plan is we're going to do, like you said, the NFL scouts do, stopwatches. So we're going to have stopwatch out there. And I think the goal is to get you to actually stopwatch a few people.
That's cool.
We're going to try.
And I'm doing the 4. I ain't running. You're not running the 38 on me. You're running the 40.
I think we're going to try to find the kid, not find, but like if his parents would volunteer the info of like the kid who beat you in the 1 mile last year. We're going to see if that kid can beat you 40 times.
Fastest kid alive.
Oh, well, I don't know about that, but he beat you in a mile run. So let's see if he can beat you in a 40 time. But yeah.
I heard we're just getting the hologram of Tyvis's NFL Combine at
yeah, like Tupac.
At the Fan 5K.
That's good. We'll have hologram Tupac performing and then hologram Tyvis running. That'll be good. I like that a lot.
That's the only way we're getting a 4.46 at the Fan 5K.
There you go. Yeah, exactly.
Y'all sad.
All right. So that's
really
all.
Don't think I can run a 4.46?
No, man? I don't. I'm sorry. I believe in you in a lot of areas. This is not one of them.
Have you ever seen me run?
I've seen you run plenty of times on the football field.
No. Lately.
No, that's my point.
That's what you see. That's why you're scared.
If you want to get registered for this, it's 971therace.com. And it is on June 20th, 2026. And I believe this year we moved it up an hour earlier because last year it got a little hot for the second half of that race. So we moved the time up an hour. So it'll be a little earlier in the day and hopefully avoid some of the heat. But yeah, it should be a fun time out there at Otterbein. Looking forward to that. Some other stuff to set up on the show real quick. We are going to talk to Jean-Luc Grand-Pierre, 7-17 Jackets, massive game tonight against the Red Wings. Big playoff implications if the Jackets lose this game. I don't know. Looks bleak. Dylan said it's a must-win yesterday, so we'll talk about that. Adam Jardy is going to join us at 8:30 to talk some Buc-ee men's hoops because, well, we'll get to that in a second. But, you know, the portal's open, questions abound. Something may have happened last night, college basketball, that makes us question things. So we'll try to talk with Adam Jardy about that. We will talk to him, but we'll talk about a variety of things OSU hoops related at 8:30. And then the other thing that we have today is a segment that you know I love on a Hot Take Tuesday. I don't care whatever day we have to do it. It's fine to always have this at the ready for us. It is a segment we call Tyvis Eats a Thing, Maybe. And, of course, I can't find the song for it, but whatever. It's somewhere in there.
Great.
Where? There. Dylan went to Buc-ee's yesterday. The new Buc-ee's out in Dayton. And he has thoughts, but he also brings back food for you to try, Tyvis, from Buc-ee's.
Why would he do that?
Because he knows how much you love to eat.
Did you just hear what I just said?
Well, it's not. We didn't know this when we planned this, so now it's happening.
The thing I brought you is rich in protein.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
And Richard Sherman says so.
Oh,
and it's a lie.
Even better. Even better.
That's a lie.
But coming up next, I said earlier, welcome to hell. The reason is because the team up north just won the national championship in college basketball. Men's college basketball, your champions are Michigan. We will acknowledge that in full detail next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good Tuesday morning to you. We do have a couple things out on the road. Starting on the far east side over by Buc-ee Lake, we are seeing a crash right now. It's affecting that 70 westbound direction, just passing State Route 13. 2 left lanes are currently blocked out there. Also, just outside of Delaware County over by Prospect, we are seeing a flooded road affecting some travel. It's on State Route 203 in both directions. All lanes completely closed from Water Street up towards Bethlehem Road West. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
At ADP, we know you want your landscape business to succeed, but we don't know anything about landscaping. ADP only knows how to handle the business of your small business. So if ADP focuses on the payroll and the HR, while you focus on the land and the scaping, success should follow. Just don't expect us to know all about Kentucky bluegrass, zero-turn cutting, or what to do with a woodchuck. That's for you to figure out. Let ADP help your small business focus on the part of the business you're good at. ADP for small business.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you've ever had somebody do work at your house, it's annoying as crap, at least to me, when someone shows up to your house that you never met, you've never worked with, and you didn't hire to do the job. Subcontractors, I understand why they exist, but for me, I want to work with a company that's going to bring people who know what they're doing, who are trained by the company to put their product in. On time, on budget, no surprises at the end. That's what Baths R Us does every single time. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. And the big difference with them, they have local crews. They never sub out the work. The people who show up to your door, they're trained by Baths R Us. They're actually employees of the company, not some random crew they hired last week. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space that you're proud of, they build it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call them today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. Kind of a rare thing these days. Call them today, 380-225-BATH. That's 380-225-BATH. Baths R Us. Bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
Unlock a $300 cashback reward when you spend $3,000 with a new Visa from Kemba Financial Credit Union, giving your budget a little extra breathing room. Apply at Kemba.org. Offer ends June 30th, 2026. Restrictions apply. Variable rate product. Equal opportunity lender. Qualified spend limited to the first 90 days.
I need a small order of sheet metal to repair something in the shop. It's not much, but can you help me out?
At Metal Supermarkets, no order is too small.
Wait, really?
Yep.
What about small home projects?
Yep.
For a car I'm working on?
Yep.
Any kind of metal?
Yep.
Cut to size?
Yep.
With no minimum order?
Yep.
How about 1,000 cut pieces of aluminum flat bar?
Yep. Choose from over 8,000 types, shapes, and grades of metal in any quantity you need. And yes, we're serious. Any metal, any size, ready fast. Locally owned on Wilson Road.
For over 78 years, our family's been part of your love stories. At Diamond Seller, we offer bigger diamonds, better prices, and timeless designs for every chapter of your life. From your first yes to your forever I do, trust the jeweler who knows diamonds best. Visit Diamond Seller today.
Working your way through that home projects list, that means more flushes, more showers, more fiddling with the thermostat. Trust the pros at the Waterworks with your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Our certified pros can repair or replace your air conditioner or furnace. Clogs? Call the Waterworks. Drain issues? Call the Waterworks. Plumbing problems? Call the Waterworks. HVAC breakdowns? Call the Waterworks. The Waterworks. Trusted and certified plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling experts.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Call me today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you wanted and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy it. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, commercial properties. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Visit us today at TurboTrackRealty.com or give us a call and speak with one of our friendly staff members at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Like a rite of spring, Tee to Green begins Masters Week. Hosted by Skip Mossick, Lifetime Achievement Award winner by the Southern Ohio PGA. It adds a touch of class to the radio station.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
Saturday mornings at 9 on The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Freeze warning remains in effect this morning until 10 a.m. with a few clouds out there and temperatures in the 30s. We'll see plenty of sunshine this afternoon with highs into the upper 40s, and then for tonight, skies will clear with overnight lows in the 20s. Widespread frost develops again heading into Wednesday morning. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
Common man, a radio veteran, has a large hemorrhoid. Timmy Hall, a good, clean boy, moonlights as man's hemorrhoid. Common Man and Timmy.
Weekdays at 3.
The Fan. One of these men is bald and fat. The other is T-Bone. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Oh, it's a Hot Take Tuesday today. You can tweet us yours at Bone and Tyvis.
Hot take.
971.
I got a hot take for you.
At Bone and Tyvis 971. I should have said that. Yes, go ahead.
what I wouldn't do for a Chick-fil-A burrito, but I can't do it.
There we
can't do it
because you're eating
I'm down 3 pounds.
Down 3 pounds already.
Yeah.
After one day.
One day.
Wow.
3 pounds.
I was up 6 pounds after going to Buc-ee's yesterday.
How crazy, Dylan? How crazy was it out there for Buc-ee's? How insane was it when that was the opening day of the first Buc-ee's in the state of Ohio?
Opening day?
Yes.
Oh,
So
wow.
they had the bunting out and everything. They had the commissioner there on hand to throw out the first pitch, something like that.
Traffic everywhere.
Oh, yeah. How long did you have to wait to get into that parking lot?
I would say I got off the exit and it probably took another 20 minutes to actually get parked and that was me getting lucky because I was waiting and then someone right next to me was pulling out of a parking spot and I just slid in.
Nice.
If it wasn't for that, who knows how long I would have been waiting to park.
And again, for people who've never been to a Buc-ee's, they have a parking lot that is
it's huge.
It's not the size of Walmart, but it's
close.
It's more like a grocery store parking lot.
Yeah.
It's not a gas station parking lot.
Right.
They have 100+ pumps. So all those cars are parked too. There's people at the gas pumps, and then you still have a humongous parking lot.
This is the part I don't understand. Why you have to go yesterday?
Because I wanted to see the lore of Buc-ee's on an opening day.
You wanted to experience
I wanted
it.
to know.
You had to see it on opening day.
Yeah, I wanted to know. I had never been to a Buc-ee's before.
I've never
not
been to
even
a
when
Buc-ee's
traveling
either,
or
but I'll be dang, I'm going down there opening day. I'll go.
There was
I'll go once it
of
dies
people
down.
there.
Look at this. There are only 54 Buc-ee's locations in the country. So an opening day of Buc-ee's has only happened 54 times in our country's history. In human history. This only happened 54 times.
Why weren't you
He
there?
went to one of them.
Why you didn't go?
I didn't decide to go. I'm like you. I don't want to be a part
How far
of
of a
it.
drive was that? What,
It was like an hour from my place.
New.
Yeah.
No.
It's about out Huber Heights area,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
That's Braxton Miller, right?
Yeah.
No.
Wayne High School.
No.
No? Okay.
You know what? I'll if I get lucky enough to get the Big Ten gig again this year.
Oh, you'll be hitting a Buc-ee's.
I'll go right past it and I'll
past
stop.
it. You will, and
Yep.
you know what? I'm telling you, I tell everybody who goes check out a Buc-ee's for the first time, go to the bathroom. Go. I'm not saying you have to use it, but go see it.
Okay.
Don't be creepy. Don't just walk in and be like, wow, and just stand there.
That's
like,
what
hey.
I did.
But no, I was saying because they have, Dylan, the doors. You stalls at the bathroom.
It's
the bathroom stalls.
It's 20 half bathrooms in this bathroom.
You can walk around in them.
You have a half bathroom in your house, Tyvis. That's pretty much what the stall is like, minus the sink.
Yeah, you don't have a sink, but you have a toilet in a nice area. It's floor to ceiling doors. They have lights on the top of the doors that tell you if it's occupied or not. This is the Buc-ee's experience.
So on opening day, would you go there and not put paper down on the toilet seat? Just
you might be the first one you
just sit down. Just sit down.
Yeah.
No toilet paper, nothing.
Raw dog it. Yeah, absolutely.
There was
just go right in there.
There was two people in there just waiting to clean the toilet as soon as I got off of it.
They have attendants that are waiting to clean at all times. That's like a full-time gig.
So you trust it. You go in there and you put your butt just raw on the seat.
At Buc-ee's, I think I would.
You'd have to.
By the way, I don't know why you mentioned Braxton and you didn't even mention T-Bone's favorite Ohio State quarterback from that area. It's not Braxton. It's Kirk Herbstreit.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I forgot. But he's from Centerville. Isn't that where he was a Centerville Elk, I believe. But still Dayton area, to your point. He's not a Huber Heights guy. But, yeah, that's correct. Listen, I don't want to get...
He was there.
I don't want anybody... Oh, was he? Good. Was the dog there, too?
Yes.
Good.
See, look at this.
He used the toilet.
I don't want to upset any of the GWAC high schools, the Great Western Ohio Conference. I don't want to upset them by confusing them.
John Ironman in the chat. This is not a hot take. Buc-ee's legit sucks. Laugh out loud. The only good thing about it is the bathroom. Everything else is overrated. Don't go Tyvis.
Wow. All right. We'll get more thoughts on Buc-ee's in a second, but I do have to sadly bring up the fact that Michigan beat UConn last night, men's basketball national championship game, 69-63. Michigan Wolverines finished the season 37-3. That game,
you was depressed.
Well, I didn't stay up to watch it because
when you woke up and seen the score, when you got the alert from ESPN or whatever, how did you feel?
I couldn't stay up because I was like, I know what's going to happen is I'm going to get sucked into this because it's going to be a good game.
It was.
And if I stay up and watch the whole thing and Michigan wins, I'm going to be so mad that I won't be able to go back to sleep. So I thought, I'm going to just opt out of the game. I'll get up in the morning, and then I'll go back and watch it. And I watched about an hour of it today. I watched a little bit of the first half and then a decent amount of the second half. And I watched two basketball teams that looked like they were on another planet.
Yeah, we got a long
from what I've been watching around here.
We got a long way to go.
I don't care.
If we, as a Buckeye fan, if you watch that game, you said to yourself, yeah, we got some work to do.
Yeah, listen, what I'll say is this. Every credit needs to be given to Dusty May, Michigan staff. They've all done a great job there. There's one narrative with this thing that annoys the crap out of me with Dusty May. And I've heard multiple people who I like bring this up. I don't agree with it. They keep comparing Dusty May to Kurt Signetti for Indiana basketball. And here's the thing, all right? You're doing Timmy's bit now. You're just Timmy Hall over here.
Are you kidding me?
Here's my problem with it. That's giving Michigan it's not because it's giving Dusty May too much credit. It's pretending like Michigan was helpless before.
Were.
No, they weren't. They were stupid. There's a difference. No. Indiana football was helpless. There was no legacy. There was no passion. No one gave two craps about it there. They only cared about the basketball team.
The most losingest football program of all the Power 5 schools.
Power 5 schools.
Kurt Signetti got there.
And he got them in 2 years to a national championship.
The Wolverines was dead in the water in basketball.
Why? Because they hired a loser to run their program,
they had like two successful seasons. They was becoming a basketball school.
No, they weren't.
Yes,
John Beeline had him as a basketball school, and then he left to go take the Cavs job.
Yeah, and then he called them
some
thugs,
and then
he meant slugs.
I meant to say slugs. You meant to say out of a job is what you meant to say, idiot. Anyway, the point is, him being an idiot aside, he could coach basketball, and that program made a Final Four within the last decade prior to now with John Beeline. I want to say it was 2016. So let's not pretend as if Michigan had no history, no legacy. They were a sleeping giant that then Dusty May shook them awake and said, hey, buddy, how about we get up and play basketball? And then look, they're back.
Juwan Howard didn't take them to this.
He did. He had them.
Right,
I think his first year. That's my point is that they were a good team even to start his career.
But they was dead in the water the last, before Dusty May got there. They was like one of the worst teams in the conference.
Yes. And my point is Indiana never was good. Michigan has been
2020 COVID year.
Stop. And don't give me the year when your team almost lost to him with that stupid game. I don't want to hear about that.
We almost lost like two times to them.
That's, you know what? That's also.
They're not as bad as y'all think, man. I'm telling you. It's not as bad as y'all think.
This is all. That's what's going on. All right. My point is, stop making Michigan out to be like a charity case. They had all the tools and resources. Dusty May just wasn't afraid of greatness. He went out and asked to be great, and he got a response from a school that already was great at basketball. If only there was a school around these parts that had also a basketball legacy, that maybe we could awaken. There is one other narrative with Michigan basketball that I want to talk about. Why and what I think Ohio State can do. What the hope is for Ohio State compared to Michigan. We'll do that in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, starting tonight, a downtown ramp, a really big one too, will be closing and shutting down. It's that 71 southbound ramp to 70 eastbound for some resurfacing projects happening in the area tonight and Thursday as well, starting at 7 o'clock and lasting till 5 the next morning. Make sure to remember that, and remember this detour, 71 southbound instead to 70 westbound. You'll continue that all the way towards 40, also known as West Broad Street. Get out there, the loop back on 70 and more of that eastbound direction. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Looking for TRT that's flexible enough for your lifestyle? Head to Low T Center, the #1 name in TRT. Low T Center offers TRT shots and pills, and you can even have your testosterone shipped to your door. Book now at fixmylowt.com. That's fixmylowt.com.
Menards.com business accounts are built for pros. Need to buy more materials for the Johnson house? Order it online and keep it straight with Job Name Tracking. Need help managing purchases? Easily look up receipts and run transaction reports to make bookkeeping a breeze. Running short on time? Send an employee to get what you need with authorized purchasers. Best of all, it's secure and fast. Spend more time on the job. Create a Menards.com business account today.
Save big money at Menards.
Put more money back in your pocket this spring with special rates as low as 8.99% APR on debt consolidation loans from BMI FCU. Transfer your high-interest credit cards today. Apply at bmifcu.org/consolidate.
I'm Jeff Hogan. I've been a journalist at 10 TV for more than 20 years. I don't just report about our community, I belong to it. And that's why we care so deeply about getting it right. And when local journalism is done right, it moves. It moves you to act, to speak up, or lend a hand. And yes, it moves your heart through the kind of human storytelling that stays with you wherever you are. And at 10 TV, we're here for all of it. These are the stories that move Central Ohio.
If you haven't thought about Buckeye football today, I'm sorry to tell you that you're dead. Our condolences. You're home of the Buckeyes, the Fan. Just a reminder, Tyvis thinks all pizza tastes the same. Also a reminder, Tyvis was born without taste buds. You're listening to Bone and Tyvis.
All right. Michigan wins the national championship in basketball. I, as a Buckeye basketball fan, am distraught about the men's basketball program here at Ohio State. I said there's a narrative that I think needs to stop with Michigan. One of them was that they're like Indiana football, which is stupid. Like Michigan basketball has been good before, and Dusty May is a fantastic coach. Don't take anything away from him. It's just let's not pretend like Curt Cignetti is a one of one. And Dusty May be like a one of one basketball coach too, but he came to Michigan.
That he's a one of two. Him and Curt Cignetti is both one of twos.
They're not the same though. Like Curt Cignetti took a program that had never done anything and got him the national championship game in 2 years.
You know what the big change?
Dusty May took a team that has a legacy of being good at basketball and got them back to being good at basketball.
They both did it using the same tactics, didn't they?
Exactly right. And that's point number two.
Get all these older guys.
And this is the similarity I will acknowledge, is that Dusty May and Curt Cignetti both did what with the transfer portal? Did they ignore it?
No,
did they fail at it?
No, they hit a home run on it.
They nailed it.
Yeah.
And they embrace it more than anything else.
Right. And that's where they are similar, right? Is that they embrace the
we embraced it at Ohio State, and
in one sport,
bang.
In football. And by the way, what happened
in basketball?
Yeah.
This past year, the year before. They just missed.
Well, you see, this is the thing. And this is where there's a hope for Ohio State men's basketball out of this, but there's also got to be real talk about it. Okay? The transfer portal is the great equalizer in college sports right now. When you have money and resources, which do not tell me that Ohio State doesn't have that stuff. I will not hear it. It is Ohio State. Just like with Michigan, they have the resources to do whatever they want with whatever sport they want. Football, basketball, hockey, you name it.
We ain't got it.
We do have it. It's that I'm not hearing the loser talk on we don't have it. Because that's just a skill issue. That's a want issue.
The football team.
Well, then you know what I don't want to hear from anyone associated with football is when the Buckeyes don't win the national championship. It's like, wow, you guys have too high expectations for this football program. I'm sorry. I thought you said we gave them all the money. So then they should win all the time. Oh, we didn't? We give it to other sports too? Then let's be real.
Well, we got 36 of them, so.
Yeah, there's that too. Yes, by all means, you Pistol guys, damn it, the Pistol team won a national championship. Too much NIL for Pistol.
The Pistol team.
6 in a row.
Do we really believe this?
Don't call out the Pistol team.
No, I'm saying
they'll use their trade on you.
I want to be very clear. Didn't the Pistol team beat like Navy and Army in the final?
You don't want to mess with them. They crack shots.
My point is,
Willie.
I don't think one-eyed Willie means what you think it means, Tyvis. Whatever. Okay, can we get back on track, please? The point here is the Pistol team is not the reason Ohio State basketball sucks. Stop saying stuff like that. There's money for the Pistol team and the dance team and the whatever other teams that we had. Tennis,
synchronized swimming.
Right.
Champions.
Sure.
Prestige.
All that.
Legends.
Great. I'm saying there's money for all that and for Ohio State basketball and football. That's what I'm saying. And let's not pretend as if there isn't. Let's not pretend
women's hockey.
You can't be good at it.
It's just, it's.
Yeah, Michigan's not known. Their hockey programs suck. They actually play in water. They don't even have ice. It's so poor up there.
Women's didn't make the Frozen Four. Okay.
So their men's team has been giving the Jackets its entire roster the last few years. Last I checked, so they put guys in the league. Tyvis is all I'm saying.
Here's the thing with the money though. Supposedly, this is what we've heard. This is not concrete. That when they gave Jake Diebler his measly $2.5 million contract,
sure, whatever it was,
that it was supposed to then other sources be allocated to the transfer portal.
Yes,
but Michigan can pay the coach and pay everybody in the transfer
and his
portal.
staff and the support staff and the trainers.
More money than us.
They don't. Stop.
Why are you doing this?
I literally, I can't hear it today. No, here's the thing. It's about, yes, they do buy their players. I saw people say, Dusty May bought all these guys. Yeah, let's go over who he bought in the transfer portal.
Whoa, wait
he bought the players.
Wait a minute.
Bought them in the transfer portal.
Everybody's buying their players. That's the new thing.
That's number one.
Yeah, you ain't winning. You're not winning the championship without buying them. So
yeah, by the way,
miss me with that talk.
UConn did that too.
Sure did.
Michigan and UConn both have McDonald's All-Americans on their roster. There's no doubting that.
How many Ohio Mr. Basketballs?
I think we had almost all of them up until, because the one who won it the last time, I'm just saying, we had the last three up until the one who's now leaving high school. Yeah.
What about,
who won it the last 2 years?
What about like Mr. Connecticut?
I guarantee you, Dan Hurley. I don't think the UConn fans value Dan Hurley's relationship with Connecticut high school basketball coaches. Like we do here in Ohio.
You don't think they got Mr.
Mr. Connecticut is just.
I gotta know.
Mr. Connecticut is just a guy standing in a Hartford Whalers jersey going, "Bring him back! Why?" No. All right. The point is this. He went out and did Dusty May. Yes, he used the transfer portal. You know who he went out and got? He went out and got a guy in Elliot Cadeau, who North Carolina fans said when he left, good, he sucks, he can't shoot. And you know what? What did he end up doing last night? Didn't have a great shooting percentage, but I think was picking up the scoring slack, had 19 points at his best game of the tournament, won most outstanding player of the tournament because of the way he played in this Final Four. Elliot Cadeau can play, and Dusty May said, I don't need you to shoot. I need you to facilitate because I'm going to put stars around you. He went out and got Yaxel Lindeborg, a guy who played 11 high school basketball games, and said, you know what? I see what he's done at the lower levels at UAB and wherever else, but I think he can work here at Michigan. I can make him a star. And he was. By the way, he was hurt during the last, Final Four game, and then this one. Did that cause them to now not be able to play basketball because one of their stars was hurt? No, because they have other talent. Ademara was playing in the Big Ten last year and was a guy who got 13 minutes a game at UCLA. And he went out and said, I think I can make you the Defensive Player of the Year. And he did. So you have their outstanding player of the tournament, their player of the year in the Big Ten in Yaxel, and then their Defensive Player of the Year, all transfers that all had question marks. But Dusty May said, yeah, we got the money to spend on whoever we want. We went out and got the right guys. We didn't just go out and get anybody. We got the right guys. So that's your transfer portal issue. It's not a money issue. It's a skill issue.
Roddy Gale was the second best Buckeye player here before he left.
Yeah. And what was he on Michigan? A nice veteran role player.
He played 25 minutes, had 4 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 great blocks.
2 great blocks.
I mean, he
played some great defense yesterday. And by the way, had the rebound at the end of the game, if you didn't see it, where he gets it with like 6 seconds left. UConn's trying to shoot, and he heaves it down the court, knowing they're going to try to foul me. Why don't I just throw the ball down the court, and that'll kill pretty much the rest of the clock, which it did. Smart play by him, and it ended up killing off the game. So he had a nice play there at the end, but he was just a guy on Michigan. But now he's a national champion.
Well, the fact of the matter is, I think it's like this. Again, we said this a couple of weeks ago. They have the money. They have to allocate the dollars to the right places. They who's ever identifying the talent on the roster is messing up. They've missed for 2 years.
Absolutely right.
That's the problem right there. So you got to realize, okay, this is the type of style of offense or defense. This is the type of team that I want. Go get players that fit that narrative. You know what I'm saying? And I think make sure that they actually are good. Make sure that they are.
This is elementary stuff, but you're right. Yes, but Tyvis, this is where we are.
I'm just saying.
This is where we are as Ohio State basketball fans today.
We gave Gabe Cupps allegedly $500,000 and
waste. Why?
I mean, what you say? What's the
he
stat?
had more
Dylan,
fouls than points for most of the season. Yes.
Not more fouls than baskets.
Points.
More fouls than points.
That's insane. No, to your point, you can't keep having Aaron Bradshaw's and Christoph Tilley's fine. He was just a guy. Like, he wasn't a star. You cannot be missing at the level that Ohio State has. And here's what worries me. Today, the transfer portal is open. You can go get guys in the portal if you want to. Ohio State's name is attached to a few of these guys. I hope they work out. Here's my problem. You have no GM on this team still. They didn't have one the last couple years when every other school's starting to do it. They don't have one. They'll name one eventually, but meanwhile, the portal is open and moving, and we're sitting here waiting to name a GM. Also, your top assistant coach just left, right? Joel Justice. He left and went elsewhere, went back to Vanderbilt, where he started, and I think where he and Diebler hooked up. So I'm saying, like, this is the problem, is you don't have the guys in place now that the portal's open to capitalize. So I hope we get it right this time, but track record says, I'm not confident. We'll come back. We'll get what? That too. I'm just so messed up today. Morningwood is next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning to you. Right now in Plain City, the left shoulder is currently blocked on US 33, State Route 106. It's that eastbound direction just as you're passing Post Road because of a crash out there, so keep that in mind, folks. We're also still closely monitoring a flooded road out in Marion County, closer towards Prospect. It's happening on State Route 203 in both directions from Water Street to Bethlehem Road West. All lanes are still locked off. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
This is Lieutenant Governor Jim Tressel. If you're driving and take a quick glance at your phone, more can happen than you might think. Because taking your eyes off the road for even just a moment means you could miss everything happening around you. Don't let those few seconds take your attention away from what's right in front of you. Phones down, eyes up, Ohio.
Hey, y'all. It's the Rocket Roger Clemens here. I spent years on the mound giving everything I had, and now I feel every inning in my knees, back, and shoulders. But I didn't want surgery, and I sure didn't want to be sidelined. That's why I turned to QC Kinetics.
QC Kinetics Medical Director Dr. Christie and his team use regenerative treatments that help your body heal itself. No surgery, no meds, and no downtime.
Whether you're teeing off at the club or chasing the grandkids around, QC Kinetics helps you get back to doing what you love.
Call QC Kinetics now and schedule your free consultation. Natural joint pain relief with real results.
Don't let the pain slow you down. I didn't, and neither should you. My friends at QC Kinetics, they'll take care of you.
Call QC Kinetics today and schedule your free consultation. QC Kinetics.
Call QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
This is Corey Sickles with Safe Harbor Wealth Advisors. Loads and fees erode your retirement savings. Let us show you how to protect your nest egg. Visit safeharboroh.com to schedule a complimentary meeting. safeharboroh.com.
Care Heating and Cooling. Honest technicians, honest pricing. Call 1-800-COOLING.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone here for Window Nation. Spring has arrived, and it'll be a great time to open your windows. But, oh, wait, your windows don't open easily. They leak when it rains. They've got cracked glass. They need repainting again. Ugh, getting top quality custom fit windows from Window Nation, that's easy and affordable. Right now, during the More You Buy, the More You Save sale, you could save up to 50% off all your windows. Plus, you could get them with 0 interest for 5 years. During uncertain times, one of the best investments you can make is in your home. Experts report that windows retain 80% of their value. With Window Nation, you'll get windows that easily slide open and closed. They are made with top quality seals so they won't leak when it's rainy or windy. And unlike other windows, they're maintenance free. They're so good, Window Nation stands behind them with a lifetime warranty. And they're rated A+ by the Better Business Bureau. Don't wait to put an end to your window problems. Save big with Window Nation's The More You Buy, The More You Save sale. Going on now. Sale ends soon, so visit windownation.com for your consultation.
Aviators football returns Friday, April 17th, 8 p.m. kickoff. The first 5,000 fans through the gates take home a free team flag. Grab your tickets now at uflaviators.com. United we fly.
Columbus drivers, there's a new Ford service team in town, and we're ready to earn your business. At the Capital Ford of Columbus Service Department, we believe service should be easy. That's why we can come to you. Need an oil change, battery, recall, or routine maintenance? Our mobile service team brings a certified Ford service technician right to your home or workplace. No waiting rooms, no wasted time. And when you do visit us, you'll see what makes a new dealership different. We work harder to show we care. Call or schedule online today with Capital Ford in Whitehall. 614-300-6657.
BMI Federal Credit Union is celebrating their 90th anniversary all year long with monthly sweepstakes. Get in on your chance to win free gas for a year when you lower your car payment with a BMI FCU auto loan. Apply today at bmifcu.org/gas.
Think you know Buckeye football? These two say, hold my beer. The Beat with Austin and Berm.
Sponsored by the Waterworks.
Daily on the Fan's YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. Your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Columbus, Worthington, Air, and Bryant. Doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Sometimes when Tyvis wears khaki pants, I can see the outline of his genitals. There's no joke there. It's just an observation.
God, the more I resist, the more intriguing they become. I can't look away.
You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Coming up, top of the hour. I don't know why this happened yesterday, and I'm glad it did, but yesterday, the entire NFL media decided that Carnell Tate is top 5. And I'm glad to hear it, but we'll get into that a little bit because I'm not really sure what to believe is real this close to the draft as we start getting into all the silly discussions about who's going where and why they're going here and guys that we thought were maybe not top 10 now suddenly are. Carnell Tate's been top 10, but now suddenly everyone's got him in the top 5. So we'll talk about that coming up in mere moments. And yes, I promise it will not be all Ohio State basketball today. It will not be all me sad because Ohio State is where they are and Michigan is where they are with basketball. But can we as Buckeye basketball fans just we're allowed to exist, right? We're allowed to have our moments where we go, ugh, this sucked last night. Can we get through it? Can we just vent that a little bit today?
No.
Is that all right?
No.
No.
Do you know what? Like I said, if this happens the way football happened, where they won and then the next year Ohio State won because they were so motivated by watching them win.
Great.
If that comes of this, it's a win. Great. But we'll know today, we'll know this week as the transfer portal opens.
Well, my two thoughts there. One, yes, I would be very happy if Ohio State men's basketball wins a national championship 12 months from now because they're motivated by Michigan.
Would you rather you would have to give up the football team winning the championship for 10 years for one championship for basketball? Is that worth it?
Give up the football team winning for 10 years to see the basketball? Yeah, for me? For me.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Shame on you.
No, not shame on me.
Shame on you.
I've seen national championships with the football team.
And we want to see more.
Yes, but I've never in my lifetime watched the men's basketball team win a national championship.
Me either.
Here. And I want to. So, yes, I would trade that because, news for you, doesn't feel like we're close. But, like you said.
Who's closer, the men's basketball team or the Browns?
Oh, to winning a championship in their sport?
Yeah.
The men's basketball team has at least made the competition where you can win it. Like, they've made the Final Four and they've made the national championship game, right? They've done that.
I'm talking about today.
The Browns have never been to a Super Bowl, Tyvis, and I don't know that they ever will get
now, there. If you had to put your money
Buckeye
down.
men's basketball. You could have named just about any entity in history. You could have said T-Bone closer to dunking a basketball or the Browns winning a Super Bowl. I'd bet on me. All right, that's how bad it is right now in Cleveland.
For the people saying that, like, oh, Dusty May, like they bought their national championship through the transfer portal, yada yada yada. I'm not sitting here saying that if Ohio State would have hired Dusty May, that they would have been hoisting the trophy last night. I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is, they played UConn last night. They played UConn's game and beat them, no problem.
Yeah, they played with one of their best. Literally their best player had a bruised or whatever MCL, strained MCL.
Played like garbage.
Yes, and they still won.
And still won the national championship by 2 possessions. And like I said, I'm not saying that Ohio State wins a national championship in the first 2 years with Dusty May, but you're not telling me that you think that Ohio State would have been playing in at least the second weekend this year with more higher expectations going into next season because you have this bona fide head coach versus what we have now?
No, right. And I don't want to get into, because I don't know that anybody, I certainly didn't predict that Dusty May would win a national championship at Michigan in 2 years, but I think it's good sense to go hire a guy who got a team to a Final Four with much lower resources in Florida Atlantic to go now take on a program that has bigger resources like Michigan. The thought that he would be successful there was not lost on a lot of people. The question was this: did he ever want that job to begin with? Did Dusty May ever actually want the Ohio State job or not? So that's why today at 8:30, we're going to have Adam Jardy on, who 2 years ago had an article out that said Dusty May and Jake Diebler were finalists for that job. What did that mean? I want to ask Jardy when we talk to him, in an hour and a half or whatever. I want to get to the bottom of that and say, what did we know back then? What did we think? How close do you think he was to that job? And then we can put that to bed. I just want to get an answer on that. But what I also want to talk to him about is transfer portal. What are the Buckeyes doing going forward? We'll get that info from him coming up at 8:30.
It's good to know where you stand on the important issues. Oh, my. This is Morning Wood.
All right, Dylan, Morning Wood, question number 1.
If you could pick one show from your childhood to be revived, what would it be?
Keenan and Kel. And you got to Keenan and Kel.
Yeah. Well,
great one.
I know Keenan's still on SNL. What's Kel doing?
I don't know.
That's weird how one of them has gone on to be on TV for 20 years. The other one's just...
That's how most duos work. So I wonder which one of you is going to be irrelevant.
Well, you know which one that is.
Everybody
is going to continue to be very relevant.
Boys and homegirl, it's time for Keenan and Kel. You will keep it pumping in the afternoon, so don't touch that dial. Don't be your food.
Yeah, that's good.
So
I want that. That was a good one. The one I would pick that I've talked about the show before. No, that's Jerry. I would bring back.
Jerry did.
Yes,
he is.
So he can't be brought back to life first.
That's right. Well, that'd be a big story. I would pick a cartoon called Batman the Animated Series.
Ooh, yeah.
You've never seen it. This was the Batman that was on when I was a kid, and let me tell you, dark. It was. Actually, Harley Quinn, the character, the Joker's sidekick?
Yeah.
She exists because of that show. She wasn't in any comic book or anything prior to that. They created her for that cartoon, and now she's got movies and
Margot Robbie.
Yeah, all that. That's because of that cartoon. That's how impactful that show was.
But she says thank you.
Yeah, well, it was awesome. Is all I'm telling you.
Her bank account says thank you.
Yeah. All right, Morningwood question number 2.
Who would you say is the favorite for the Browns to draft at 6?
Yeah, Carnell Tate.
I hope so. I hope it's an impact player. But
the Browns gonna trade the pick.
Yeah,
this is gonna be like when they traded. They had the chance to get Julio Jones and they traded the pick.
Yeah, what I'm worried about, like you, is I'm hoping that they would go get Carnell Tate at 6 if he's there. And then, if not, get best available player, because you got plenty of holes. I don't care if it's on defense. Get best available defensive player. I don't care. Take him. And if it's a Buckeye, even better. But get that guy at 6, and then trade up from 24 into the top 15 or 16 to get whatever you think is there. Best offensive tackle, if there is someone there that fits that bill. Wide receiver that you wanted has slipped down, and you get him there. Whatever. Instead, I fear what they're going to do is hold pat at 24 and trade out a 6, and that will drive me insane. But, yeah, I'm going to say Carnell Tate to answer your question. Morningwood question number 3.
What would you guys say is your least favorite city you've ever visited?
Oh, easy for me. Columbia, Missouri. Oh, and I mean, not that most people are like, oh, my vacation's ruined. We had plans. We were going. But, dude, I went there to visit my sister-in-law when she was in school at Mizzou. I don't know how they get anyone to go to that school, because it's got to be bags on top of bags of money, because there's nothing to do out there. It is just flat, desolate, boring, and then a not great, I don't know, just a blank college town. I could never go back there again. I wouldn't miss it.
I would say wherever we stayed at as the away team when we played the Green Bay Packers.
So would that not be Green Bay?
No, we wasn't in Green Bay, I don't think.
How far away do you have to? Well, I mean, I'm guessing Green Bay has.
Yeah, I don't think we was in Green Bay.
I gotta look on the map.
Does Green Bay have an airport?
I'm not sure. Okay. I don't think we was in Green Bay though, but wherever it's like nothing to do.
Well, I mean, isn't that kind of good? If you're an NFL team, you don't want to have a lot to do because you're trying to.
If you get there 2 days early.
Oh, well, that's, yeah.
Because, I was coming from the West Coast.
I got you.
So you get there 2 days early. You get there on Friday.
Oh, to acclimate, sure.
Yes,
Was it Appleton, Wisconsin? Could that be where you stayed? That seems to be fairly close. I don't know how close.
Wherever it was terrible.
Okay.
It's just terrible.
Was it just a suburb of Green Bay?
I'm not sure. It was close. The mall was wherever. It was a mall that was close.
You stayed in Minneapolis, Mall of America.
I stayed there. I have stayed there before.
All right. We said Carnell Tate. We'd take him if we were Browns fans, if we could get him at 6. Suddenly yesterday, apparently he's not going to be available at 6. All of NFL media decided Carnell Tate's going top 5, which is cool. I'm just curious as to what changed. And this is the answer may be in the question. We'll let you hear who said what next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Starting tonight, we will see 2 ramps close over just south of Bexley after some resurfacing going on. It's affecting that 70 westbound ramp to James Road northbound, as well as that ramp to James Road southbound. 9 o'clock tonight is when they will be out there, lasting until 5 the next day. Crews should be wrapping up by then. As for that detour, just in case you have to head towards this area, take 70 westbound instead. Keep going towards Livingston Avenue. Once you get there, loop towards Alum Creek Drive. Very briefly, get you back going eventually, though. 70 eastbound over to James Road northbound or southbound. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
This is Gordon Miller from Miller Lending, the original home of the no-cost mortgage. If you've been in the market for a new home or just wanted to take advantage of lower rates, recent events have shown exactly why Miller Lending chose to offer a way around bad timing with our no closing cost program. With no fees rolled in or charged, including the cost of title insurance, you can simply close on today's rates and refinance free of charge as rates improve. Over the past several months, we spoke to numerous borrowers who had heard rates were coming down and chose to wait. We explained that if rates did fall, you could simply update a few documents and refinance again, but why take the chance? So when rates spiked to 0.5% recently, not only was I disappointed that we couldn't help those who waited, but also for those buying a home who just saw a sharp increase to their monthly payment. So while we can't control the market, we can offer an alternative. Eliminate timing and say goodbye to closing costs forever. 877-9-NO-COST or simply apply online at nocostmortgage.com. Miller Lending is an equal housing lender and MLS number 250-2146.
Spring into fun at the Columbus Zoo. Warmer days are right around the corner, and there's no better place to make memories. See tigers up close, watch playful otters splash and swim, and catch the baby elephants in action. All in one amazing visit. Looking for a later start? With our Zoo After 2 p.m. deal, you can enjoy all the adventure for $19.95. Plan your visit today and make the Columbus Zoo part of your spring break plans. Learn more at columbuszoo.org.
Hey folks, it's Jeremy Birmingham. Berm here from the Austin and Berm Show on 97.1 The Fan. After hitting maintenance with Awaken 180, I kind of thought that was the whole deal. All right, cool. Don't be an idiot now. Don't gain it back. Stay under 200 pounds. That was the win. But then maintenance did something I really didn't expect. I lost another 5 pounds for free. I'm now down 40 pounds, further under 200, and that's the part about Awaken 180 that still cracks me up a little bit. Because people hear maintenance and think it means barely hanging on, eating celery in the dark and trying not to blow it. That's not this. I'm eating pizza. I can have ice cream. I'm living like a normal person. The difference is I'm not fighting myself all day, or if I'm wondering what one weekend away from the plan could ruin the whole thing. Awaken 180 just didn't help me lose the weight. It taught me how to live in a way where I'm not headed right back to where I started. The last 5 pounds in free maintenance, that tells you everything. Awaken180weightloss.com. Go there now and give it a chance and see how it can help you take control of your life and your health the way it did for me. Awaken180weightloss.com.
When you are a member of Tel-Ohio, your money works harder for you. Lock in 4% APY on a 24-month CD and watch your savings grow with a credit union built for its members. Visit telohio.org to learn more.
Federally insured by NCUA. Membership open to anyone in Ohio. Restrictions apply.
A noisy garage door is a cry for help. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello, owner of Don's Garage Door Service. Most repairs are simple, but if left untreated, they can turn into costly repairs. Your garage door works hard every day, and a little maintenance goes a long way. We fix garage doors fast with quality parts designed to last a lifetime. Over 90,000 five-star reviews don't happen by accident. They happen by putting people first. Fixing your garage doors is what we do. From repairs to upgrades, call Don's Garage Door Service today.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire America's largest injury law firm for your case? There's lots of reasons. Just like there's a reason millions of people called us last year in their time of need. When it comes to fighting for justice and compensation, millions of people across the country trust us to go to battle for them. We became the largest injury law firm in the world for a reason. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, for the people.com. Injured? Dial pound law.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Get comfortable with Logan Services. Get a free water heater with the purchase of a qualifying Train system when you schedule your installation now. Find us online to schedule your free estimate. Fast, friendly service, Logan Services.
Grab me a new cross-match bingo from the Ohio Lottery.
Sure thing. You said match bingo cross?
No, the newest $10 scratch-off with prizes up to $500,000.
Yeah.
The ticket's so big, it's only sold at retail counters. The one with over $15 million in prizes? Cross-match bingo.
One cross bingo match coming up.
However you say it, cross-match bingo combines cash word, bingo, and match games all into one for even more fun. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Newman Roofing, as part of their 2026 Commitment to Community initiative, is proud to partner with 10TV and The Fan to relaunch Raise the Roof, honoring local heroes going above and beyond. We are calling on you to help us recognize the volunteers, educators, first responders, and everyday difference makers who are making a meaningful impact in your community to be recognized on 10TV and The Fan. Send in your nominations and stories to 10tv.com/raise the roof. 10tv.com/raise the roof. Nominate a local hero today and help us raise the roof for those who make a difference.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios, driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Michigan Wolverines are the 2026 men's basketball national champions after beating UConn 79-63 in Indianapolis last night. This is the first national title win for the program in 37 years. The Columbus Blue Jackets have a big game in the Motor City tonight when they take on the Detroit Red Wings. Both teams are sitting on 88 points and are 2 points behind a playoff spot in the Eastern Conference. Coverage starts at 6:30 right here on The Fan. On the diamond, the Cincinnati Reds beat the Miami Marlins 2-0 yesterday for their fourth win in a row, while the Cleveland Guardians lost at home to the Kansas City Royals 4-2. And on the hardwood, the Cavs matched an NBA record 29 three-pointers in a 142-126 victory over the Grizzlies. This update was sponsored by High Bank Distillery Co., locally inspired dishes and award-winning cocktails. Visit highbankco.com to make your reservation. Dine, drink, distill at High Bank.
Tyvis Powell helped the Buckeyes win a national championship. T-Bone watched Tyvis Powell help the Buckeyes win a national championship. Equally important, you're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
It is a Hot Take Tuesday. You can tweet us your hot takes at Bone and Tyvis 971 or drop them in the YouTube chat. Just go to YouTube, 971 The Fan. Click on T-Bone and Tyvis. Do we have any hot takes today?
We got a bunch. Hold on. Let me pull.
I got one while Tyvis looks.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Dylan.
Tater Rounds. Kroger brand. Better than Tater Tots. Because of the shape, Tater Rounds are crispier.
What are tater rounds?
They're tater tots, but they're circle. They're
like a flat disc,
yeah,
like a flat disc instead of a cylinder.
It's called a hash brown
because it's flatter than a tater tot.
So
it's
so
superior.
Like the ones at like Chick-fil-A
or Burger King. They have the little circular. They have the circular ones. Are they?
Yes, like the ones at Chick-fil-A. I'm not familiar with the ones at Burger King.
They're like the size of a quarter. Maybe a little bit bigger.
Yes. Than the round shape better than the like cylinder shape.
You know what have you ever had
I don't disagree.
Have you had the Bojangles Bow Rounds? So those are
I don't know what that is.
That's their hash brown adjacent product.
Okay.
It is round, but it is more the size of like a I don't know, like a lid of a Pringles can. They're more like that size, okay? They're bigger. And then what the thing is they do is those are actually, they have potatoes, but they also have onions in them chopped together.
Ugh.
And then, what? Ugh.
Excuse me?
They're delicious.
Okay.
Have you had one of these?
No.
You should try it.
Why would I eat something
they're
that got
delicious,
onions on it?
crispy? No, it adds to the flavor.
Is it better than McDonald's hash brown?
I would take that over McDonald's hash brown any day of the week. The Bojangles Bow Round, superior to a McDonald's hash brown. Yes.
I don't think it really is a hot take, Tyvis. I think all three of us agree that McDonald's breakfast is very overrated.
It is.
We have not once ordered McDonald's breakfast on this show.
All the times we've ordered breakfast, have we ever ordered McDonald's breakfast?
We've gotten it.
Because people brought it to us.
That's because.
Did we order it?
Did you eat it?
Timmy hates it.
Did you eat it? Did you complain about it?
No, I didn't complain about it. I ate it. I still eat McDonald's breakfast from time to time. I'm the one who helped me and Common Man help bring back the breakfast bagel. So, yes, we definitely like it.
And it definitely sucked when they didn't have the bagels.
Oh, without the bagels.
I wasn't even attending.
When was the last time you had the breakfast bagel?
Probably in the last, I don't know, month and a half or so. I think it's in the last 6 weeks. I definitely had one.
I mean, I still have it all the time because my child, who is 7, thinks McDonald's breakfast is superior, bro. What the hell does she know?
I have not had McDonald's, period.
Hot takes everywhere.
In maybe 3 months.
McDonald's, period, you've not had in 3 months?
Yeah, McDonald's.
What happened? You haven't had a spicy McChicken while you were up in Cleveland recently?
Wow. I have not had McDonald's in 3 months.
And yet you're still trying to, you just now have started saying, I'm going to watch what I eat. But you were not going to McDonald's during that time.
Correct.
Wow. I mean, I hit McDonald's at least once a week just on principle of it's been a while. Let's go in there, stained. Got to eat something.
That's crazy. I really have not had McDonald's in 3
double
months.
cheeseburger or something.
My dad is obsessed with the fish fillet.
Oh, man. I was talking to my mentor yesterday. He was like, I 2 fillet of fish with the extra tartar sauce on.
Who, Carnell said that?
I was just going to say.
No. Carnell probably order the left side of the menu.
I don't even know what that means, but sure, whatever you said. All right, so here's a couple NFL draft people talking about Carnell Tate. This first one is Daniel Jeremiah, who works for NFL Network, I believe, but he was on now NFL Network and ESPN are all combined up, and so he was on Mina Kimes' podcast. This is Daniel Jeremiah talking about Carnell Tate.
I think Tate starts, and I think he's in play like at 2. I think that conversation, I think he's entertained at 2.
Would you have taken him over Love if I had given that choice to you?
No, I have Love, but I mean, there's a lot of Tate supporters out there. There's a lot of people that need a receiver. I'll say this: if Tate was 205 pounds instead of 192 pounds, and he ran 4.42 instead of 4.53, I think there's a real chance he's the second pick in the draft.
All right. So he did say he could hear him going at 2 because people are saying that. He is saying personally he thinks he would be a no doubt number 2 pick if he just had better measurables. But still saying he's probably a top 5 pick.
I keep the one that's interesting to me is the Titans. The Tennessee Titans is the one that I can see.
Where are they? They're at 4?
4.
Yeah.
But see, the thing, so it really starts with the Cardinals. The Cardinals is the team. I don't know what the Cardinals are going to do with their pick. If let's say that they decided to take Jeremiah Love. Now, I don't think they need to, but Jeremiah Love is a generational talent. So maybe they need they want a running back. I know they signed Algier from the Falcons, and I know they got James Conner, but maybe they say we can't pass up on a guy like Jeremiah Love. But they do that. I think the Titans absolutely 100% takes Carnell Tate. But if not, I think that at 4, that's where the conversation. Do you take Tate and help your young quarterback out, or do you take Jeremiah Love and pair him with Tony Pollard? Like that, to me, is where the conversation is.
Raiders 1, Fernando Mendoza. Jets 2, we presume defensive and probably Arvo Reese.
Yes.
And then 3 is Cardinals.
Yes.
4 is Tennessee.
Yes.
Just to remind everybody who doesn't have the draft order sitting in front of you, or you care about your team, but you don't know the rest of the draft. So the point here is that, really 3 seems to be where the draft starts, as far as we don't know what the Cardinals are going to do. And of course, all these teams could trade out of those picks too, and who knows what happens there. Here's Todd McShay on his podcast talking about where he thinks a couple Buckeyes could end up.
Based off of my conversations with people in the league, don't be surprised if Sonny Styles and Carnell Tate both go in the top 5.
Okay. So that would be presumably, I didn't hear the rest of his podcast, but presumably we're still putting Arvo Reese at 2. Most people are. So, it sounds like he's saying it would be 3 of the top 5 would be Buckeyes. But obviously, Carnell Tate would be in there.
Tate,
Arvo Reese, and Sonny Styles. He said Sonny Styles could also go top 5. So, like, I mean, what we know is there's a lot of talent from that Buckeye draft class, and everybody seems to be very high on the Buckeyes after the combine. So I'm just interested in how both those guys came to Carnell Tate, top 5 guy, yesterday. Then I saw Matt Miller, NFL draft scout at ESPN, said if I had to bet today, I saw Carnell Tate's over-under should be 6.5 overall, saying that he thinks it's probably around 6, but could be top 5 too.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm interested because I'm seeing like all this push suddenly for Carnell Tate to be top 5. And what bugs me about this time of year,
they don't want the Browns to get him.
Well, there's a few things there. Could it be that there is just legitimately, guys who are plugged into the league, people who are plugged into the league are hearing a team is going to take Carnell Tate in the top 5? Could it be that one of those teams is pushing that narrative because they want to get a team like the Browns who may really want him for all we know, maybe not, but some team that really wants Carnell Tate that has resources might trade up to go get him if they think someone else is going to grab him. Could we be doing that this time of year too? Draft is still a few weeks away. It's the perfect time to start floating narratives that get movement if you're not getting the traction you want, if you're trying to trade your pick. I'm just saying, take all of what you just heard yesterday, all that audio I just played you with a grain of salt, but I notice it when there's multiple people that all just suddenly come to the same conclusion in one day. You know what I mean? That's something to pay.
Somebody in the league says, then told them something.
Somebody wants this information out there for whatever reason.
You also have to take everything with a grain of salt because it's silly season.
Well, that's what I mean. Is they may want it out there to get other teams to react to it.
Correct.
Which I would think all the teams know what's real and what's not, but
it's not like that they communicate with each other.
No, but I would think enough people are aware. Like, I would think that if Carnell Tate's legitimately getting that buzz, his agent is hearing it, and his agent is probably talking to all these teams, and probably would probably let that be known. You know what I mean? Well, especially if Carnell Tate, it could be too if Carnell Tate wants to go to a certain destination, or any player. I'm not just singling out Carnell Tate. Maybe the agent put some of this stuff out there to say, oh, yeah, the rumor is he's going here. Like, maybe they try to get stuff moving that way to get their guy in a better spot. I don't know the answer, but I know it was weird that all of it happened yesterday out of nowhere.
Well, I know that I was talking to Andrew Berry last year. When I do the Browns draft, we always have him on and talk about certain things. And he would say that they have a draft simulator, and it's pretty accurate of what's going to happen, of how they think the draft is going to go. So that's how they make their choice and be like, all right, if the draft goes this way, they got like 2 or 3 different ways that they can go. If the draft pans out this way, this is who we're taking, blah, 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 blah. And he said that the one that they wanted, like, it kind of came out that way. So although different organizations don't talk to each other about what they're going to do, they got a good idea of what player each team is going to select.
Now I know you didn't say this, but you said they have a draft simulator, and I just pictured like that video game Flight Simulator where Andrew Berry is wearing like pilot outfit, and he's got a big flight simulator, and he's flying to like the airport of Carnell Tate or the airport of who's the tackle that they're looking at out of the Georgia guy? I can't remember.
Monroe Freeling.
Yeah, right. It's like, are we landing at Freeling or are we landing at Tate? Where are we landing? And it's like, well, just land the plane, man. Just land the plane is what I'm hoping for. All right, massive game with Detroit tonight in the Motor City. We'll check in with Jean-Luc Grand-Pierre to get a preview of the Wings Jackets game coming up next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Tuesday. Right now, we do have a couple of traffic alerts to report before you head out the door. The first one's going to be in Plain City, a crash on 33 in that eastbound direction. Just as you're passing Post Road, that left shoulder is currently blocked. We also have a crash over in New Albany, 161 eastbound as you head towards 62. And just beyond Hamilton Road, that left shoulder is blocked as well. Also, a heads up for our friends in Marion County by Prospect, a flooded road in your area. State Route 203 in both directions, all lanes closed from Water Street to Bethlehem Road West. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
James Laurinaitis here for my guys at Green & Sons, the premier Kubota dealership in Central Ohio. I love my Kubota tractor, RTV, and zero turn I got from Green & Sons, and you can check them out online at greenandsons.com or visit them in store in Mount Sterling or north of Marysville in Raymond for all your Kubota needs.
From military life to a rewarding career in IT, kickstart your new journey in a matter of months in the fields of IT and cybersecurity, including AI. Learn more at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. UP. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including VA benefits.
Common Man here for Universal Windows Direct. April's the perfect time to reset your home for the long run, and Universal Windows Direct makes that decision easy. Right now, when you buy 2 windows, you get 2 free, and there's no limit. The more you upgrade, the more you save. Plus 24 months with no payments and no interest. And if you need some more, how about a $500 bonus off your home improvement project? Schedule your free estimate today. Call 614-502-5220, universalwindowsdirect.com. Like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Thinking about buying your first home? Now, with Third Federal, you can buy your first home and pay no PMI. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. Private mortgage insurance, or PMI, can cost thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. And you may not realize PMI doesn't protect you. It only protects the lender in case of default. But at Third Federal, you can buy a home with just 5% down and no PMI. Plus, first-time home buyers get $750 off a closing cost. So if you're thinking about buying your first home, go for it and visit thirdfederal.com.
Even before you find a home, lock in 5.99% APR, 6.02% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3rd-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. See conditions for closing cost coupon at thirdfederal.com/FTHB. Equal housing lender.
Aetna has been my lifesaver. Easy to understand, and if not, customer service is always there to help.
Those words from a real Aetna Medicare Advantage member speak to why U.S. News & World Report named us a best Medicare Advantage company. Because we show up with care management that ensures doctors work together on complicated conditions. We show up with the latest in online tools to make healthcare easier to use anytime. We show up for you, because that's how healthier happens together. Member feedback has been edited for length and clarity.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here from my friends at High Bank Distillery Co. It's well known High Bank is my go-to when I want an award-winning whiskey, but did you also know that they make the best vodka in America? They have 3 incredible spots here in Central Ohio where the food is just as good as what's in the glass. They've got something for everyone, and get this, kids eat half off every Monday, so whether you're sipping on the best vodka in America or simply grabbing a meal with family and friends, High Bank delivers every time. Find a location and a menu at highbankco.com. Dine, drink, distill at High Bank.
And now, Public Education Matters with Ohio Education Association President Jeff Wensing.
April is Autism Acceptance Month, and it's an important reminder that we must support and celebrate all students, no exceptions. That's what Ohio's public schools do. We don't pick and choose our students. We provide safe, welcoming learning environments for all, because public education matters.
Public Education Matters, brought to you by the Ohio Education Association.
Do you have foot pain? Foot pain is not normal regardless of your age or job. Podiatric physicians are the most qualified doctors to care for your feet and can provide important foot care solutions or shoe inserts to better manage foot pain. Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association podiatric physicians are located throughout the state and are dedicated to providing the highest quality foot and ankle care. We've been serving the profession and the public for over 100 years. For more information or to find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association near you, visit ohiofoot.org.
Skip Mussick has been on the Fan for nearly 80 years, and during that time, he's worn many hats. Executive producer for Ohio State Athletics, talk show host, private detective when Ron Stokes loses his phone.
Somebody do something!
He's done it all. But his proudest accomplishment, host of Tee to Green. If it has anything to do with golf in Central Ohio, Skip's on it. Cheers to the next 80 years, Skipper. And listen to Tee to Green Saturday mornings at 9 here on The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Freeze warning remains in effect this morning until 10 a.m. with a few clouds out there and temperatures in the 30s. We'll see plenty of sunshine this afternoon with highs into the upper 40s, and then for tonight, skies will clear with overnight lows in the 20s. Widespread frost develops again heading into Wednesday morning. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
Bo Bishop is a media legend. We have no idea where the other guys came from. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan. T-Bone and Tyvis present Talking Jackets. Talking Jackets.
There's a score! A turnover by the Islanders and Adam Fantilli. One more time. Puts it in the net.
You would look inside the world of the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING when you need a company you can trust.
Every Tuesday morning during jacket season, we talk with our guy, television analyst for your Columbus Blue Jackets, former Jacket himself, Jean-Luc Grand-Pierre, the hyphenator on the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Jean-Luc, good morning, and I'll say this. It's a Hot Take Tuesday here on the show. Is it a hot take for us to say that this game is the season tonight?
Good morning, guys. I saw your hot take was somebody's got to win this one. But, I think, is it a must win? You know, it's hard to tell, to be honest with you. And the reason I say that is there's so many teams that are losing games still. You know, you look at Detroit, I think they've dropped 5 of 6 as well, or 5 of their last. I think they've dropped 5 of their last 6. The Blue Jackets lost 5 of their last 6 as well. So, I mean, I know at some point somebody's going to have to beat someone, which is obviously what's going to happen here tonight between Detroit and Columbus. But I agree with you. It's probably a must-win. Finally, we can say must-win because there's only 5 games left. And if you lose to Detroit, now all of a sudden they're 2 points ahead, and yeah, you're pretty much done. You are correct.
When you look
it's early in the morning, I will say absolutely we need to win this one.
Okay. When you look at the way that the Jackets have been playing lately, opposed to when they were on the streak, what sticks out as the biggest difference in the two when they were winning and as of lately?
I think for me the execution is a little lacking. Like it's hard to explain. They play with speed when they play well. Now we're seeing it just in spurts, right? It's a period here, a period there, 2 shift there. And they were able to sustain that speed, you know, not 100% of the time, but at least, you know, 3/4 of the game, enough to make sure that they succumbed the opponent, you know, with their speed, and the opponent was going away. Right now, you're kind of like doing it for a little bit, but teams are used to like some pushback. So it's kind of like if you're in a basketball game and you go like, you know, 3-4-3 in the first quarter, and then you go 0-4-3, 0-4-3, 0-4-3 the rest of the game. You gotta give a chance to the opponent to come back in the game. For the Blue Jackets earlier on, they used to go like 4-4-4, 4-4-4, 4-4, and then the opponent was just like, oh, I'm out of here. Right now, they're not doing that. It's just like 1 period or 2-3 shifts. And that's due to, yes, you have some injuries, you have some guys that were in the lineup earlier that are trying to make an impression. They're forcing a little bit. Yes, that is a fact. But even the guys that were in the lineup right now, they're pressing a little too much. And, you know, you heard Rick Bowness talk about being selfish. That's what he's talking about, is like sometime when things don't go well, you try to do a little too much, and a little too much is exactly what puts you in trouble, and that's what we're seeing from that team right now.
Jean-Luc Grand-Pierre joining us in the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Jackets Wings tonight. Both teams, 88 points, 2 back of the second wildcard spot and 2 back of third in the Metro. They both have 5 games to play, so this game, of course, is huge. Jean-Luc, one of the things that we know that Rick Bowness has talked about is a lot of guys just playing, I don't know if I'd call it selfishly, but they just seem to want to do it all themselves, not playing as connected. I know you talked about the speed, but what goes through a player's mind when they, you know, like Kirill Marchenko a few times, not to single him out, would go 1-on-3. What is going through your mind at that point as a player when you're making decisions like that?
You basically skate yourself into trouble, and you're going for that 1 in a million chance thing. And the problem with that is that these guys are so good that sometime it worked. And I still remember, I think it was Adam Fantilli earlier this year in overtime against San Jose. He went it was against Anaheim at home. He went 1-on-3. And I was like, what is he doing? But he scored. Right. The game winner in that game, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you just got rewarded for this play. But you know, and then after the game, it was like, oh, that was an incredible play. But when you really think about it, 3-on-3, you're 1-on-3, you typically wait for your teammates to join to have that second wave of attack. But some of these guys, it just doesn't work out, especially in an atmosphere like now when it's like basically playoff hockey. So the hero shot doesn't work, but you can't blame them for that because right now they're not scoring goals. You look at the lack of scoring on this team and you're like, oh my gosh, I need a hero. So everybody wants to be that hero right now. So it is selfishness, yes, but it's also one of these things that it's natural. There's a reason why these guys made it all the way in the NHL and they're constant NHL players is because of their competitive drive to win, and they're going to do anything they can to bring that win to the team. But as a coach, your job is to make sure that they understand is like you cannot do it by yourself. This is not, basketball. This is hockey.
Jean-Luc, where are you at on the Elvis, thing? Because you got 5 games left, all pretty much must-win type games. Elvis has seemed to regress. Would you roll Jet for the rest of the way, or would you still give Elvis a couple of games in those 5?
I think they're going to go Jet the rest of the way now because, you're looking at Detroit. You have Detroit today, and then you have Montreal Saturday, and then in between you have Buffalo. These are all teams that are ahead of you in the standing, aside from Detroit. But, I think they're going to ride their number one right now, and their number one is Jet. So, Elvis had a rough one last game. It's been up and down for him this season, but he definitely got better under Rick Bowness. But right now, for the coaching staff, I think they're going to ride Jet for the rest of the way because, as you just said earlier, this is do or die now, and you have to consider the next few games are going to be playoff games for this team. And if I'm going to the playoff, I got to put my best goaltender in that.
The number one problem the Red Wings present tonight for the Blue Jackets is what?
Oh, the number one problem, oh my gosh. At some point, they got to win, too. That's literally it. I'm not joking. These are 2 teams that are playing with no confidence right now. So, aside from having the home ice advantage, that's pretty much it because things aren't going well in Detroit as well. It's almost like the end of the world there. And in Columbus, it's kind of a similar situation, right? These were 2 teams that were playing some incredible hockey in a different way because Detroit was, they were solid up top there most of the season. It's been a dream season. The Blue Jackets were down in the dumps, and then all of a sudden they revived themselves, and then now you're just outside the playoff. So it's been a gradual descent on the Detroit side compared to the Blue Jackets, who were already, at the bottom, rose, and then now on their way down. So in Detroit right now, they're feeling the pressure even more than the Columbus Blue Jackets. So nothing really scares me. It's really in your hand as a Columbus Blue Jackets tonight to bring your best. And if it's about pressure, well, trust me, Detroit has more pressure than the Blue Jackets right now. It's that bad.
Jean-Luc, we appreciate the time. Looking forward to hearing you on the call tonight. We'll talk again next week, all right?
All right, boys. I would like to request Tyvis back on the cannon to help this team.
Did you bring it with you to Detroit? Can we get him up to Detroit tonight to fire it, just in case? Would they let you do that up there at the Little Caesars Arena?
I highly doubt they would let that cannon anywhere near that building, but that would be fun for sure. Actually, we can do it from the parking lot. Who cares?
Yeah, that's right. It's a free country. That's right. Bring your artillery. Bring your cannons out. Why not? Thanks, Jean-Luc.
Roll them in.
Yeah,
right,
we'll see you next week.
See you later.
There you go. Hopefully some booming cannons from afar as the Jackets. Maybe we fired off even in the Nationwide Arena is empty tonight, but still fire it off anyway.
I wonder if the Jackets ever had somebody fire the cannon off twice in a year.
Oh, like a celebrity?
Yeah.
Well, why would that stop you? I mean,
I wouldn't call myself I don't want to be the first. How would that be? Tyvis Powell, the first 2-time person to shoot the cannon.
Well, they have on Saturday Night Live, they have the 5-timers club, the people who have hosted it 5 times or more, and it's like a running gag that they do. So why not start something like that with the Jackets? The 2-time club. Yeah. We have to have that. Well, that's a newer tradition that has like someone lighting it is a new thing they've just started doing. So Yeah, you could be the first one. I think that'd be great. Have you as the 2-time defending champ there, firing the cannon. Ryan Day spoke to the media yesterday. He had some injury updates on the Buckeyes. You'll hear those in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Starting tonight at 7, we are noticing a major ramp downtown that's going to be closed for some resurfacing. It's going to be that 71 southbound ramp to 70 eastbound tonight and Thursday as well. That crews will be out and about. As for that detour, make sure to keep this in mind. 71 southbound to 70 westbound instead. You'll head all the way towards West Broad Street 40. Once you get there, get off and move back 70 in the direction you want to go, which is eastbound. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
I love Right Pack Credit Union because they're solution driven.
I feel valued as a member. They're focused on the latest technology and the personal connections.
Experience benefits that go beyond banking with Right Pack Credit Union. Just ask our actual members.
I definitely recommend Right Pack to all my family and friends as a credit union of choice.
Visit one of our Columbus area Right Pack Credit Union member centers near you. Based on individual members' experiences, results may vary.
Hi, this is D. Miller. Looking for TRT that's flexible enough for your lifestyle? Head to Low T Center, the #1 name in TRT. Low T Center provides testosterone replacement therapy and hormone replacement therapy tailored to your body, your lifestyle, and your budget. Choose testosterone shots, pills, or enclomiphene that boost testosterone without affecting fertility. You can get your treatment in the clinic or have your testosterone shipped to your door. You can even choose self-pay or insurance covers for the payment option that works for you. And now Low T Center is offering new treatment options, including PT-141, an FDA-approved libido-boosting peptide, new antioxidants, GLP-1 pills, and more. All of our providers are licensed experts in their fields. They'll tell you what you need to know to meet your goals and suggest treatments made for you. Boost energy, lose weight, increase confidence, and bring the heat back to your bedroom together. Want to explore treatments that work with your lifestyle and budget? Book your free T-test now at fixmylowt.com. That's fixmylowt.com.
1, 2, 3. Here in the Fan is always football o'clock. Proud to be your home of the Buckeyes, Browns, and all the NFL games you can handle. The Fan. T-Bone would like to take a second to remind everyone that Eddie George is awesome and that Ronnie James Dio was an American treasure. And that pickles are gross. Thank you. Here's T-Bone and Tyvis.
It's a Hot Take Tuesday. You can get your hot takes in with us. Just tweet it to us at Bone and Tyvis 971, or you can go to the YouTube chat, YouTube 971 The Fan. Click on T-Bone and Tyvis. This one is from Alex, who says, Hot Take Tuesday. If you're in the gym and don't have some kind of headphones on, you're a psycho who should be arrested immediately. Yeah, I feel that that's right. Unless you forgot them. I mean.
So this is my thing on that. One, when you go to the gym, typically gym has music playing, like loudspeaker, right?
Yeah.
But it's like a soft tone, but like you can hear the music just in case you don't have headphones.
Mm-hmm.
But then everybody else got headphones.
Yes.
So if okay, so let's say I got my headphones on, but the guy next to me or the gal next to me is playing her stuff loud, it wouldn't affect me because I wouldn't hear it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so you would put the headphones on so you could hear what you wanted to hear and not hear any of the insanity.
So like that's why like that don't bother me because it's like I can't hear what she playing out or he playing out of his phone anyways.
No, but
headphones.
You don't you use the music? You don't have like a playlist of like, oh, it's time to lift. I gotta get some music that gets me fired up.
But it's in my headphones though. I can't hear nothing else when I got my headphones in.
Yeah, like Mark, what are we arguing?
He said
Alex is saying,
he not saying?
No, he's saying if you go in with no headphones, you're a psycho.
Oh, I thought he was saying if you like play your music off your loud, like off my phone with no headphones.
No. He's just saying if you go in no headphones.
Oh, yeah,
just,
no.
No,
I can't. Right. I done that one time. It was the worst lift of my life.
Right. Yeah.
Worst lift of my life.
I don't lift. I'm just saying I can only guess that would really suck.
Full disclosure, I haven't entered a gym. It's probably been close to a calendar year now.
There you go.
But when I would regularly
go. What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with me? I don't want to go to the gym.
What's right with you, Dylan?
Why?
That's great. I agree.
Don't you know the feeling you get after you like get a good lift in?
I clearly do know, and it's clearly not worth it to me.
That's sad.
But
That's sad.
when I did used to go and I forgot my headphones, I turned around and went home. I did not enter the gym without the headphones. I was I forgot my headphones. I guess I'm not working out today. Peace.
I'm going to power through this.
Nope.
We're going to get through it.
Tyvis, we have multiple times on the show explained that the difference between you and us is that you have self-discipline.
Yes, very much so.
Us.
Yeah,
you put T-Bone into this.
I'm in this. I'm with him on that 100%. You have self-discipline. We do not. That's why that's where you're who you are.
You couldn't go home and eat egg whites with spinach and peppers and then have a protein shake, and for lunch eat a salad with just croutons. And then for dinner, have one thing of spaghetti.
Tyvis, I went to Buc-ee's and spent $50 and gained 6 pounds yesterday. So, no, I wouldn't have went home and then did all the other stuff you did.
By the way, don't forget, Tyvis eats a thing. Maybe. Coming up at 7:45. What is the item that you got from Buc-ee's that he gets to try?
Honey jalapeno beef jerky.
Oh. Do you have the price?
Yeah, there's a price.
Oh, yes. I can't
What's
wait.
wrong with you?
I hope you get to enjoy it.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. And I also hope I hope you brought enough for everybody, because I would like to try some of that too, because it sounds great. Don't worry. It's 10 minutes away.
I made sure there was 3 pieces of jerky left. I ate the rest yesterday.
All you think about is food.
What do you mean all I think about is food? What do you think about? I think about
other things
nothing other than food. No, it's always.
The only time I think about food is when my stomach says I'm hungry.
And what's it saying right now?
It's fine. I'm busy.
Oh yeah,
I'm locked into what we doing.
All right, fine. Well, anyway, that's all coming up here in a minute. But yeah, more of your hot takes coming up as well on a Hot Take Tuesday. But Ryan Day spoke to, the media. That's what I was going to say. I don't know why I blanked there on who he spoke to. Ryan Day was talking about a variety of things. He brought up the injury issues that they've had. Austin Sarabel, Philip Daniels going to be out for the rest of the season, or not rest of the season. Back that up. Rest of the spring practice session. Here's Ryan Day talking about it.
Yeah, it was good to see those guys get some reps and kind of get forced into it. And they'll be like that for the rest of spring. Those guys had a small procedure, but they'll be out for the rest of spring. But we'll be back for a full summer. But it's great to see both Ian and Carter have to step up in a big way. And again, it's one thing when you're the second guy or maybe the third for Carter, but now he's getting reps with the one, so he's going against the best guys over on the other side of the ball. So this is a great opportunity for him, and he's got to take it and run. But it's not just the physical part; it's the mental part, being able to do it and then consistently do it over and over again. So I think this happened a couple of years ago. I know it happened a couple of years ago in preseason camp. We had some guys out in the offensive line. Some guys had to step up, and that paid off dividends down the road. So we need those guys to finish with these 2 really good weeks of work, and they'll be right at the point of attack, and so they need to really step up for us, because that not only are they playing for depth, but they're playing for starting positions. And, I mean, everything is on the board, and the more guys we have that can play, the more we're going to put them in a game. And we know it's a long season, as we've talked about before, and playing multiple positions is important with the offensive line, but both of these guys right now are tackles, and then they need to step up in a big way. And Ian's into year 3, and Carter's now into year 2, and so what an opportunity for him the next couple of weeks.
The players he's referencing that are replacing Austin Sarabel and Philip Daniels in those reps are Ian Gesh. I'm not sure if that's how you say his last name. Junior from Grandview Heights. Let him live. Right around the corner from our station. And then Carter Lowe, who is I guess it says freshman. I'm guessing he's a redshirt freshman from Toledo now. But either way, that's who when he says Ian and Carter, that's who he's talking about. If you don't know the depth chart of the OSU offensive line yet at this point in the season,
are you a real fan?
Right. How dare you? How dare you?
Yo.
What were you doing? Watching sports that were actually going on, like basketball and hockey and baseball and everything else? How dare you?
We don't even
read the depth chart over and over. Read it to your children.
I'm glad
Make sure they memorize it.
Because whole time I thought he was talking about Ian Moore.
No, I don't think so.
There's someone out there that's saying that we don't deserve to be on this show because we don't know who these characters are.
Moore?
Maybe he was talking about Ian Moore because he said he's in his 3rd year.
He was in the rotation last.
Well, then
that's Ian Moore.
Well, there's 2 Ians on the depth. You know what? There, fine. It's Ian Moore. There you go. Wow, who cares? You acting like these guys are all going to be All-Americans. Go be an All-American and I'll learn your name. I don't care.
You're the one that just said that we should all know the
Yes, and I was serious, and I meant it.
Not.
Here, let's talk about guys running around in practice. Here's Ryan Day on Devin McEwen, transfer in from UTSA.
I would say a veteran approach, somebody who's coming in and prepared every day, but then has to go put it on the field and prove himself. This is a new, and when you come in as a transfer, especially at Ohio State, you have to prove yourself, and that's part of the whole black stripe idea. But and it's good. I mean, I've been getting text messages from players, what do I need to do to get my black stripe off? So it's competitive, but Devin's somebody who was serious during the recruiting process when he was in the portal, told us exactly what he wanted. We told him exactly what this was going to be, and we're seeing a lot of that happen now. I think he's understanding the terminology, how we do things, the speed of practice. Guys have different habits and different programs, but we think that he has a chance to have a really good year for us.
Quick, does anybody know Devin McEwen's body fat percentage? No?
Less than Tyvis.
3%.
Sorry. 4.3%, down 0.5% from last week.
I was close.
I know it because I'm a big Buckeye fan, and I pay attention to it. I am actually tracking every Buckeye player's fat percentage throughout the season because I'm I'm down to every granule. I have to know everything about what they're doing in every rep, because this is what we're getting now from the coverage. It's just like, oh, somebody missed a catch. Maybe they can't play. And it's like, it's practice, guys.
All I know is
practice.
All I know
Calm
is
down.
Brock Boyd need to be on the nominee list from what they tell me.
I'm telling you, Ian Gesh. Watch out for him. Offensive lineman. Ian who? Ian Gesh. Not Ian Moore.
You don't even
Ian
know
Gesh.
which one they talking about.
Gexy.
That's a shame.
I don't know how to use his last name.
By the way, I've heard Ryan Day talk about Devin McEwen now. I've heard him talk about Brock Boyd.
Not Chris Henry Jr., huh?
I've heard him talk about Legend Bay. I have heard him talk about Chris Henry Jr. You know who I haven't heard him talk about?
Wade and Guilford.
Brandon Ennis.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I'm sure.
You know who's I don't think is going to be the starting slot receiver by the season's end?
There's a Brandon Ennis.
Brandon Ennis.
There's a Brandon Ennis.
Not if he a captain.
Oh, I am looking. I don't know that I see a Brandon. I'm looking for a Brandon Ennis. There's got to be one. You know what? I'm sure it's in there.
Well, Brandon Ennis.
There's like 37 cuts.
Jeremiah Smith said that they need him to have a good year because he know what's at stake. He's trying to go first round.
With all due respect to Jeremiah Smith, he is not the head coach of the Ohio State Buckeyes.
I'm sorry, Tyvis. What round?
The first. There's 32 picks. First. Brandon Ennis. That's what Jeremiah Smith said.
I like it. That's good. I'm rooting for.
Isn't that the expectation when you play wide receiver at Ohio State?
Of course it is.
So what makes him different? What makes him different?
That's right. I hope so. Yeah, sounds good.
All you need at Ohio State, all you need is 1 year.
I hope
all you need is one good
year. Every guy named Ian on the offensive line, first round. I hope he works out to be that. That's what I want. That's what we want for all these guys.
That's a shame.
I want them all to be first rounders.
And you can tell that he's gonna be big on this because they're switching their style of how they're attacking defense. They're doing more mesh routes, more yak.
More yak.
Cortez Hankton said more yak.
More yak.
That's what
Can I get someone in here with a real name? Yak? McNuggets?
Yak. Shout out my boy Yak.
All right, coming up next. I don't have the soundbite because I've jumped around on the soundboard too many times today, but Tyvis eats a thing maybe. Next, T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, good morning to you. Right now, a 7-minute delay for our friends from Plain City to Dublin. If you're driving towards that area, we are seeing a crash on 33 in that eastbound direction, just passing Post Road where that left shoulder is currently and still blocked. Also in Upper Arlington, a disabled vehicle. The right shoulder is blocked on State Route 315 northbound, just passing Medical Center Drive, also known as King Avenue out there. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Got this. Breathe. You got this. You got this.
In the moments that truly matter, what do? Rise to the occasion. Ohio Health. It's time.
Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Hey there, guys. Bo Bishop here. When it comes to making a big decision like the ring, you don't wing it. That's why I trust my friends at Diamond Cellar. For nearly 80 years, their family has helped generations of couples celebrate life's biggest moments with exceptional quality, larger diamonds, and better value. And guys, here's the best part. They walk you through it step by step so you know you're getting it right. Whether you're ready to propose or ready to upgrade, visit Diamond Cellar, Solid Sawmill Road, Easton Town Center, or learn more at diamondseller.com. diamondseller.com.
Refi your car loan at Kemba Financial Credit Union and get up to $500 cash back the next day. Sometimes a little extra cash is all you need to put a boost in your step and your bank account. More money, less stress. It's easy. Apply at Kemba.org. Restrictions apply. Ends April 18th, 2026. Equal opportunity lender.
Hey, Central Ohio. It's Andrew from Home Team Solutions. And yes, we buy houses for cash the easy way. We've been buying houses for over 20 years, and we've seen it all. Whether you've inherited a property, you're behind on payments, the house needs work, or just want to avoid the hassle of listing, we've got you covered. No repairs, no clean out, no stress, just a fair cash offer and you pick the closing date. We've helped hundreds of homeowners sell fast and hassle-free, and we're proud to have 5-star reviews all across Central Ohio and an A+ rating with the BBB. If you're ready to sell your house the easy way, call Home Team Solutions at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355, or visit us online at selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, and family-owned. Again, that's 614-962-SELL, 614-962-7355, or selltohometeam.com.
Working your way through that home projects list, that means more flushes, more showers, more fiddling with the thermostat. Trust the pros at the Waterworks with your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Our certified pros can repair or replace your air conditioner or furnace. Clogs? Call the Waterworks. Drain issues? Call the Waterworks. Plumbing problems? Call the Waterworks. HVAC breakdowns? Call the Waterworks. The Waterworks. Trusted and certified plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling experts.
Protect your home or business with Ramos Roofing. Trusted roofing, siding, and gutter solutions with free estimates and flexible financing. Call 614-761-7663 or visit RamosRoofingOhio.com today. Ramos Roofing. Reliable, local, built right.
Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good.
The savings are so good at Great Lakes. But have you seen our inventory? With over 1,000 new Hyundais to choose from, there's no need to settle at glakeshyundai.com. Find a new Palisade with the exact options you need, or a new Tucson in that color you have been seeing around town. Plus, every new Hyundai comes with Hyundai Assurance and America's best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile coverage. At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings and selection are so good.
Come into your local AAA Tire and Auto Service and save $15 on any oil change. Offer includes a free tire rotation, and you'll earn $7 toward your next service with Duramax dollars. Offer ends April 30th. See store for details.
The Jackets are making a push to the playoffs.
The Islanders and Adam Jardy, one more time, puts it in the net.
Listen to every exciting moment, including an extended pregame show for weekend games. Proud to be your home of the Jackets, The Fan. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Tyvis played in some of the biggest stadiums in the world. T-Bone has eaten some of the biggest pizzas in the world. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
All right, now it's time to call Comer & Cross and transform your garage with a gleaming new Comer & Cross garage floor. Maybe your garage floor has exposed concrete, stains, and cracks, or bad epoxy or paint job. The new Comer & Cross garage floor you get from them will transform your entire garage in just one day. You will love it. Plus, right now, if you call them, they'll take 50% off installation. Their number is 1-800-NEW-FLOOR, and that Comer & Cross garage floor is the gold standard, guaranteed to never chip, crack, or show tire lift like epoxy or paint ever. Get your cracks fixed, right? Garage floor cracks I'm talking about. Concrete. Comer & Cross garage floor, 1-800-NEW-FLOOR or COMER cross.com to get that scheduled. COMER cross.com or 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. Tyvis, are you ready?
No.
Buc-ee's is now open in the state of Ohio. Dylan, our intrepid producer, went out there yesterday to find something for you to eat.
I don't have nothing to do with it, though.
No, he brought you something, and we're going to do it right now. All right. So he has brought back, and if you're not aware, I'm holding it up for the YouTube channel so you can see. This is a small slice of jerky. It is... it's a thick boy. This thing's about the size of like half of my hand. One piece of jerky. Now, Dylan has like butcher paper here where he had a bunch of jerky in it. How much jerky did you purchase yesterday?
I bought a half a pound of jerky.
Okay, are we doing this
That's how they list the price, so that's how you have to guess.
So a half a pound of jerky.
You overeating it.
I already had the jerky, so this is not new for me. I couldn't wait. I'm going to just go ahead and start eating it.
This is disgusting.
Delicious.
I'm disgusted with you right
so,
now.
So, Tyvis, I ask you for a half a pound of jerky.
Oh, my God.
Did I pay $9.99, $12.99, or $14.99 for a half a pound of jalapeno honey jerky from Buc-ee's?
This is premium stuff now. This is good.
What's the price? $9.99,
$12.99, or $14.99?
Go ahead. Make your pick.
Shut up.
More jerky for me if you don't get it right. I hope you get it right.
Half a pound of jerky.
Yes.
Let's go $14.99.
Damn it.
Got it right. Oh, well, Dylan. Tyvis, I'm so mad. How dare you? Dylan, he really showed us, huh?
Yeah.
No jerky for him. I guess we'll just have to eat it.
I finally got it right. It took me a while to get this one.
Have you had this flavor before, Ben?
No, I haven't. This is
what do you
really
think
good.
of it?
It's delicious. It's you said it's hot. It's like a hot honey, basically.
Is it got a kick to it?
Honey jalapeno.
Yeah, it's got a good little kick to it.
Then you go into the bathroom later.
No, are you kidding me? I'm right with the Lord. My stomach is fine. I don't have to worry about that. When it comes to spicy stuff, I'm good.
I have saved myself calories.
Tyvis,
it's protein. This is all protein. You're trying to eat healthy. The times when we brought in like a cinnamon roll, you have to eat that. There's no redeeming quality to that. This is jerky. This is stuff you should want.
You want me to get a piece of it?
Your mentor, Richard Sherman, he
never heard of it.
I'm loving it.
He told us all the time on the TV how healthy beef jerky is for you.
You listen to him?
What was the one he endorsed? Do you remember?
I don't know.
I thought he was a pistachios guy.
He is.
Didn't Stephen A. Smith do jerky too? Where he was sitting in someone's stomach? Remember that?
I don't remember that.
Dude, maybe that's the one I'm
Oberto?
thinking of. Yes.
I didn't know.
This is better than Oberto.
I didn't know he was doing jerky.
That's good. All right. I got to put. Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Did you hear it hit the table when I dropped it? Did you hear that?
That
weighs a
good?
ton.
Look at that. That's a thick boy.
What?
Delicious.
The piece that you want me to eat. Look at this.
Hold it up for the people.
Look at
That's
this.
like a poblano pepper right there. You got. Look at this.
Are you kidding me?
Just take a bite, Tyvis.
Just give a bite. This is a victory lap for
What
you.
was the point of me winning?
You don't have to eat the whole thing.
There you go.
If you'd won, if you'd lost, you have to eat the whole thing.
It has great
That's not
flavor.
true. That's not true either.
You see, I'm about
That is true.
contrast, Tyvis. The sweet contrasting with the heat.
It's good.
That's what makes food good.
That's worth an hour drive. I'll tell you what. I would drive an hour for that jerky. Thankfully, I didn't have to.
Ooh, Tyvis took a bite.
And what are you thinking?
It's good.
It's good. Yeah, chewy jerky, but it's not too chewy. It's not like it's not dry. That's the other thing I hate when jerky gets dry. This is very good. Now, Dylan,
I'm good jerky.
You went out to Buc-ee's. Did you? You said there were a lot of people. You waited like 20 minutes to get into the parking lot.
Did you get gas?
No, I made sure I got gas before.
Yeah,
was the gas reasonable? Is it still around $4?
Which is crazy that's reasonable. Although this morning I filled up and it was for mid grade.
$3.60.
No, where did you go for mid grade? For me today was $4.79. I got hosed. If it's $3.69 somewhere else,
You better get your
hosed
bus
on
pass.
that. Yeah, that's the bus from Marysville. I'll get right on that. Now, my question, Dylan, is did you run into, because there were so many people out there, did you run into anybody that you knew while you were out there, even though it's out in Dayton? It's still a lot of Columbus people that go out there to check out stuff like this.
Was Braxton Miller there?
Yeah, did you see Braxton?
Braxton was not there.
Is in Huber Heights, right around where he's from.
Funny story. I went to my parents' house over the weekend, and my mom was talking about checking out Buc-ee's. So when we got to Buc-ee's, I left my phone in the car, and I was like, my mom said that she was going to come to Buc-ee's. I'm going to call her and tell her that I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, get my phone. I walk back in the store. My whole family's there, Tyvis. Everyone but my dad. My mom, my brother, my sister, my niece, my nephew.
Wow.
All were at Buc-ee's, unplanned.
Wow. So you had a family reunion at Buc-ee's.
I got there, I would say about noon, 12:30-ish. They had already been there for 2 hours. They had breakfast there. And we're about to leave, and you know what they said, Tyvis? They said, I think we should go ahead and have lunch here, too.
That's crazy.
I said, that is my family.
That's Buc-ee's, baby.
That's where I get it from. They had breakfast and lunch at the grand opening of Buc-ee's.
Did you try?
Okay, when you say, like, is it like a Wendy's is inside of there, or is it we talking like Buc-ee's got their own restaurant?
So there's like a middle section. That's like the meat section where they're chopping up brisket.
That's right, folks. The meat section.
And they're
deal with it.
They're yelling, fresh brisket on the board. And then that's when you know that they got their fresh, hot brisket out. That's when you go and you grab yourself a brisket sandwich.
And they yell it like every 5 minutes.
So let me get this right. Did you partake in this?
Hell yeah, I did.
What did you get?
The brisket was delicious.
Okay.
Had some sliced brisket on a bun, Tyvis. And then there's a total different section for the jerky.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's another section with just baked goods.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did you get some of that?
Tyvis, I spent $50 at Buc-ee's. I got a lot of stuff.
Did you get any like paraphernalia, like a hat or a T-shirt or anything like that?
I thought it was kind of expensive. I got Gianna a coloring book.
Oh, there you go.
I was like, I gotta leave here with something for her.
Some kind of tchotchke. That's what they do. They lure you in with the bathrooms and the jerky, and then they make you spend like $200 on hats and clothing and all that stuff.
I also got her some cotton candy because I got cotton candy there. Basically, anything you could think of, Tyvis. It's like the Walmart of gas
It's
stations.
unbelievable. So did you find yourself saying, I would go back to this?
I would go back.
Okay.
And if I'm on a road trip, I'm going out of my, where's the Buc-ee's at?
Yeah, you hold
I'm not
it.
stopping anywhere else.
That's their slogan. Hold it for Buc-ee's.
Yes.
That's what we do.
I used to be very loyal to Sheetz. Maybe even consider myself a Sheetz freak. Sorry, Sheetz.
Sheetz is good.
Buc-ee's is my new favorite gas
Nothing
station.
compares to Buc-ee's. It's a whole nother thing. I'm glad. See, Dylan, I'm glad you appreciate a good gas station the way I do. I love a gas station, but I get mocked for that, and I think that's good that we've come to find common ground there. One of the biggest jobs in sports has been filled. We'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Seeing some major construction right now happening over in Marysville. Yet again, just like yesterday, we are seeing construction on that 33 westbound direction between State Route 245 all the way towards US 46. One lane down out there. So once again, causing some slower speeds this morning. Keep that in mind and just take some downtown roads. Lastly, for our friends in Marion County, over by Prospect, we are seeing a flooded road in your area. All lanes are closed on State Route 203 in both directions, too, from Water Street to Bethlehem Road West. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Truck drivers. Midwest Logistics Systems is hiring local dedicated truck drivers in your area. As an MLS driver, you'll experience the ease of hauling no-touch freight, earning predictable pay, and having a consistent Monday through Friday schedule. Plus, MLS drivers earn performance and safety-based bonuses and have access to a benefits package with health care, a 401k, paid time off, and more. Stop missing out on valuable time at home. Find a local dedicated job near you and apply at MidwestLogisticsSystems.com.
The weather in Central Ohio just got better, so why shouldn't your loan rate? CME Federal Credit Union wants to try to beat your current loan rate by 2% on autos and toys. Plus, no payments for 90 days on car loans and 60 days on motorcycles, boats, and more. Go to CMEFCU.org today.
I'm Roger from Columbus. I've lived in Ohio all my life. Owning your home is a cornerstone of the American dream. But for seniors, property taxes keep going up and are costing us everything we've worked for. They're even making it impossible for my grandkids to afford their first homes. Vivek Ramaswamy believes when you own your home, you're in charge. As governor, he'll roll back property taxes to levels from before the end of the pandemic. It's a practical plan that will put thousands of dollars back in your pocket next year while maintaining strong education and dependable police and fire. Ohio's politicians have ignored this crisis for too long. But Vivek Ramaswamy isn't a politician. He's an entrepreneur, and he's ready to fight for you. Ohio needs a leader who makes your life more affordable. That's Vivek Ramaswamy.
Lower costs, bigger paychecks, better schools. Vivek Ramaswamy for governor.
Paid for by Vivek Ramaswamy and Rob McCauley for Ohio.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Let me ask you something. When's the last time a contractor did exactly what they said they would? On time, on budget, didn't give you any surprises at the end. With Bats R Us, there are no surprises. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. On time, on budget. And here's the difference with Bats R Us. They have local crews, never subcontracted. The people who show up to your door, they're trained Bats R Us employees. They aren't just some random crew that got hired last week and has no idea what they're doing in your home. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space you're proud of, Baths R Us builds it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. 380-225-BATH. That's to call Baths R Us and deal with a company that started right here in Ohio and grew by word of mouth. Because they treat people right. They do what they say they're going to do. 380-225-BATH to call Baths R Us. Baths R Us. Bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
Why choose between getting things done and doing things with the ones you love? With Kroger same-day pickup and delivery, it's easy to shop the same great prices and quality you'd find in store. We'll bring your groceries right to you in our refrigerated trucks so you can spend time on what matters most. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Save $20 on your first Kroger pickup or delivery order of $75 or more. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
There is nothing more meaningful you can do for yourself, your family, and friends than finally getting rid of that pain so they can enjoy that time with you again, especially heading into vacation season. Here, let me help you. It's Bobby Carpenter, and Dr. Tesler and his team at QC Kinetics take care of your pain in the office so you can go right along with your day. It's that easy. So if you say yes to any of these questions, you're the kind of patient QC Kinetics regenerative treatments can help every day. I have consistent pain in my joint, knees, hips, shoulder, back. Pain keeps me from getting a good night's sleep. I'm missing work or saying no to things that I love. I don't want surgery or a long-term recovery. I am at the end of my rope, and taking medications every day is just going to get me through the day. I don't want to do it anymore. So if you want to do that, go check out your free consultation over with my friends at QC Kinetics in Dublin or Gahanna. Call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. They have offices in Dublin and in Gahanna.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Wilson, what are we wearing?
Lie detectors. Anytime a lie is detected, we get a little shock.
All right, let's try them. So, Pella was rated by homeowners as the leading window brand here in Columbus.
Nothing? Okay. Well, our windows can change the look of your home. Ow. This thing sometimes shocks you when you tell the truth. Ouch. It's okay. I'm having fun.
Get the windows that can change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
Disasters strike, fires, hurricanes, earthquakes. Direct Relief delivers. No politics, no red tape. Direct Relief is a lifeline to people in crisis. So check them out at directrelief.org. And if you can, donate.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Michigan Wolverines are the 2026 men's basketball national champions after beating UConn 69-63 in Indianapolis last night. This is the first national title win for the program in 37 years. The Columbus Blue Jackets have a big game in the Motor City tonight when they take on the Detroit Red Wings. Both teams are sitting on 88 points and are 2 points behind a playoff spot in the Eastern Conference. Cover starts at 6:30 right here on The Fan. On the diamond, the Cincinnati Reds beat the Miami Marlins 2-0 yesterday for their fourth win in a row, while the Cleveland Guardians lost at home to the Kansas City Royals 4-2. And on the hardwood, the Cavs matched an NBA record 29 three-pointers in a 142-126 victory over the Grizzlies. This update is sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. If you're not happy with your results in your first week, get 100% of your money back. Awaken180weightloss.com. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Two men who both know the value of a good hat.
You're bald!
This is Bone and Tyvis.
We were just talking in the break because Tyvis is eating healthy. I've been trying to eat a little healthier. I've been tracking my calories on my app. And we were just talking about, because I have this app that I use where I can put in like fast food or whatever I'm eating and it figures it out. It knows a lot of these places. So we were comparing like Tyvis's Taco Bell order. Like, you want to know how many calories were in your Taco Bell order?
Yeah, I get a cheesy gordita crunch, a chicken chalupa, and a nacho cheese.
Okay. And no drink with that?
No drink.
All right.
I don't really drink a lot.
By the way, a cheesy gordita crunch, a chalupa supreme with chicken, and a nachos, chips, and cheese. on the Taco Bell app. One, that would be for me like a nice snack. What I'm so that's my problem right there. That's where it got out of hand for me. But just those 3 items together, Tyvis, what do you think that is? If you had to, like, if you were going, okay, honey, I'm going to go to Taco Bell.
If I'm going to get 2 tacos and a nacho cheese.
No, the thing you just said.
I'm saying, like,
that thing.
To
what would you guess?
That sound like that's like $7.50.
It says on my app, 1,040 calories. It has 46 grams of fat, 70 grams of carbs, 36 grams of protein.
So that's not great.
No. And what I'm saying is I looked at that as a snack. So what do you think I'm doing? Because when I would go pull the pin on mine,
double dash.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I got to track it now, because I gotta know. Because if I don't, I will just eat my 2,000 calories. I'll eat that
typical Taco Bell.
Oh my gosh!
Like just a regular day.
This is a regular day for me. I could get so I get a what is it? Chicken quesadilla.
Okay.
But I get the combo, so you get a soft taco with that and then a drink.
Okay, so you had 2 tacos.
I get that.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I would get usually like a cheesy gordita crunch, and then usually another taco. So like 3 tacos, but one of them's a cheesy gordita crunch. And then the chicken quesadilla and a drink, and sometimes throw in a chips and cheese. So I'm just saying, like that's well over 2,000 calories. I promise you.
Sheesh.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why I got to track now. And now I look at it and I go, okay. So I just tracked my jerky that we ate. I put in the jerky that I just had. So I'm trying to keep track.
Speaking of Tyvis's diet, did you finish that whole piece of jerky?
I did.
Nice.
That's good. It's protein.
Oh, I have to say, my girl, she got a chicken burrito there, and I ate some of it.
Mm-hmm.
That they got like a Chipotle Southwest sauce that came on that.
Yeah.
I would put that on a piece of crap and eat it, Tyvis. It was that good.
What a picture. That's a hot take Tuesday. More of your hot takes coming up in a second.
Sauce was that good.
Hey, real quick, I want to talk about the thing I teased, but then we got to talk about someone who's also awesome. So one of the biggest jobs in sports has been filled. That would be former NBA head coach Michael Malone. Next guy up in Chapel Hill. He is going to be the head coach of the North Carolina Tar Heels. So he won 500 plus games in 12 seasons as a head coach with the Denver Nuggets. You may remember they parted ways with him. Was that last year or 2 years ago?
That was last year, right before the playoffs.
It was like 75 games into the season.
It was surprising as hell when they did it, too.
He said he lost the locker room.
Yeah. Well, whatever the case was, he is now going to be coaching in college. And I just want to remind everybody, this is the sport, remember, with NIL, transfer portal. It's the wild, wild west. We got to have big congressional everything to fix it. Nobody wants to coach in college. Everyone wants to go to the pros, except now you have Bill Belichick and Michael Malone coaching college programs at North Carolina. That's shocking to me. I mean, the Bill Belichick thing was shocking for its own reasons, but this one still, like, this was a guy who was getting supposedly courted by the Pelicans. And there were thoughts that the Magic, if they don't get the job done in the playoffs, they would want to hire this guy back. So he turned down NBA jobs for, granted, one of the greatest jobs in sports. I mean, it's North Carolina basketball, but this has been a lifetime NBA guy for the most part, now going to take a big-time college job. I find that interesting.
I wonder if people are starting to view, like, pro jobs and college jobs, like, not that big of a difference, because it's going to take a pro mindset to really master the college mindset. See, if you've been in college since the beginning of time, it's all new to you. The revolving door and all of that, got to pay guys and deal with contracts, that's new. So, like, you're trying to figure that out. That's why I applaud Ohio State football team for doing what they did by getting Arthur Smith and Matt Patricia, because they're used to guys rotating. Like, all right, we're not going to pay this guy. All right, so we're going to lose him to free agency, or we're going to trade this guy away, so we got to make sure this next guy's ready to go. Like, they're used to that stuff. They're used to contract disputes and stuff like that. So that's why them coming from the NFL minds or state of mind and trying to come to college, it's like, well, this. I know how to handle this easily. Yeah. So I wonder if, like, pro coaches look at college like, I can go down there and do that now. Like, that's nothing. Like, okay, so they getting paid. Yeah. So are the people in the pros.
I actually heard Robbie Hummel talking about this yesterday, where he's saying that the college game is so similar to the NBA game now that you're probably going to see more of this. And another reason why Mike Malone got hired was because what were some of the names you heard with North Carolina, like Dusty May and Tommy Lloyd, and what do those guys have in common is that you're going to have to pay a huge buyout to get these guys. Mike Malone was sitting at the crib. He was doing TV, and they paid $0 in buyout money to bring Mike Malone aboard. And
now, I agree with you, but I don't think North Carolina would have cared. They would have paid that buyout money in a second. It's the fact that both those guys that you mentioned, Dusty May will get whatever he wants from Michigan as far as, contract, but like Tommy Lloyd re-upped with Arizona. And I'm sure Dusty May is going to do the same, but they both removed their names from contention. So North Carolina probably would have paid them. But to your point, I feel like there is something going on there with NIL, unregulated, transfer portal, all that stuff. Every year you basically have free agency. Well, a college coach might freak out about that because they're used to just screaming at guys and going, where are you going to go? You can't leave here. Can't transfer. You have to sit out of here, all that stuff. Now, college coaches have to actually treat these guys like pros. Pro coaches are so used to that, and then they go in and say, wait a second, there's no salary cap? I don't have a GM telling me, sorry, we the mid-level exception won't work on that, dude. You can't have him. Oh, we got bird rights on this other guy. Like, you don't have to worry about any of that in college. You can just go out and get the 5 best players if you can convince them to come play for you. And if you're a former NBA coach with a NBA championship to your name, now you can tell these guys, come to North Carolina, I'll develop you into a champion, not just in college, but in the pros. It's not a bad selling point for Michael Malone. So.
Well, the interesting thing is because, I always thought about, a guy like Jeff Hafley. Remember Jeff Hafley was at Boston College, and he was like, I got to get out of here.
Of course, he was at Ohio State before that.
The NIL stuff happened, and he was like, I'm just going to go ahead and go to the NFL because this is too much to handle and all of those things. So, at that moment, I thought, well, maybe a lot of college coaches feel that way. It's just too much. But he was a guy that was in the pros. He came back, and it was hard for him to handle. So, it's interesting, to see how the narrative have shifted to where it's if you're in the pro, I can handle that easily.
Yeah, I do feel like, too, though, not that NFL players don't have, the diva moments and the desire as a pro athlete to get, the most money they can. You have guys that hold out all that stuff. But when you go to the NFL, of the pro leagues, the NFL has the worst I don't want to say the worst players association, but they have the worst deal between what they make and what the players association gets. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The power structure is set up for the teams over the players a lot better. Then when you go to the NBA or Major League Baseball, those players pretty much can do whatever they want because they have the stronger union, they have better deals. You have guys making ridiculous contracts.
It's like Dexter Lawrence requesting the trade from the Giants. I was like, he can request it all he wants. He might not get it.
Right. And in the NFL, if you go from college football to the NFL, suddenly that is a very different power structure, but it's similar to college sports where you still have a decent amount of power over the players based on contracts. The NBA, you do not. In Major League Baseball, you do not. So, I think you're going to see with the NBA guys dropping down, and he didn't do it for these reasons, but Fred Hoiberg was coaching in the NBA, and he now is coaching at Nebraska. I'm sure for him, transfer portal's oh, yeah, this is stuff I know. He's been there for a while now. But
wasn't Billy Donovan rumored for North Carolina?
Yes, I'm sure I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm sure they.
I'm sure they wanted him.
They just fired him.
They were rumored to be getting Brad Stevens to leave the GM of the Celtics job to go there to North Carolina.
Chicago just fired everybody, so
they didn't fire Billy Donovan.
They did not fire Billy Donovan.
Not yet, but they're going to let the new GM probably. Well, maybe who knows? Maybe he gets the GM job. I don't know how that'll work. All right, we'll come back. Urban Meyer had some thoughts on the proposal to fix college sports, some of what you were just talking about. You will hear what he said next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good Tuesday morning to you. Over in Plain City, we are seeing 2 crashes back to back right now. The first one's going to be the 33 eastbound ramp to Post Road. Lanes are blocked, but it is still open. We also have 133 eastbound just beyond Post Road. That left shoulder is blocked out there. Lastly, for our friends in Upper Arlington, we are seeing a disabled vehicle right now in your area, just in case you're stepping out the door. It's happening on 315 northbound, just passing Henderson Road. That left shoulder is also blocked. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Tired of snoring? Dr. Mark Levy can help with a custom mouthpiece that opens your airway and stops the snoring. no mask, no noise. Call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or visit sleepbettercolumbus.com today. Stop snoring. Sleep better. Live better.
Colin Man here for Hollywood Casino Columbus.
Oh, Mikey, did you know something new is coming and it's right around the corner?
What is it?
Now you can stay while you play. It's the all-new Hollywood Casino Columbus Hotel. It's coming June 12th, and we want you to celebrate with us as we open the doors with a can't-miss concert and festival.
And here's something for you this month. It's the Win Your Way drawings on select Wednesdays and Saturdays. You can score $100,000. Plus, coming in May, it's the Hollywood Tribute Concert Series.
Ooh, must be 21 to enter. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Care Heating and Cooling. Honest technicians, honest pricing. Call 1-800-COOLING.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. Mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
The weather in Central Ohio just got better, so why shouldn't your loan rate? CME Federal Credit Union wants to try to beat your current loan rate by 2% on autos and toys. Plus, no payments for 90 days on car loans and 60 days on motorcycles, boats, and more. Go to CMEFCU.org today.
I'm Roger from Columbus. I've lived in Ohio all my life. Owning your home is a cornerstone of the American dream. But for seniors, property taxes keep going up and are costing us everything we've worked for. They're even making it impossible for my grandkids to afford their first homes. Vivek Ramaswamy believes when you own your home, you're in charge. As governor, he'll roll back property taxes to levels from before the end of the pandemic. It's a practical plan that will put thousands of dollars back in your pocket next year while maintaining strong education and dependable police and fire. Ohio's politicians have ignored this crisis for too long. But Vivek Ramaswamy isn't a politician. He's an entrepreneur, and he's ready to fight for you. Ohio needs a leader who makes your life more affordable. That's Vivek Ramaswamy.
Lower costs, bigger paychecks, better schools. Vivek Ramaswamy for governor.
Paid for by Vivek Ramaswamy and Rob McCauley for Ohio.
Hey, it's T-Bone again. Listen up. Sleep apnea doesn't have to rule your nights. Dr. Mark Levy's been treating snoring and sleep apnea for over 15 years with proven results. And now he has an office in Marysville. Call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or go to sleepbettercolumbus.com. Stop snoring, sleep better, live better.
We want Switzerland, Ohio students to have all the skills they need to graduate and be successful. But even though we have a great career tech center, it was hard to convince industry professionals to come teach here because public schools usually can't compete with what private sector jobs can offer. Recently, our local association reached an agreement with the district that allows us to attract great industry professionals to bring their knowledge and experience right into our classrooms. My name is Neil Ritchie, and I'm a proud Switzerland of Ohio Education Association member because strong unions make strong public schools for our students.
Do you want a job that is flexible, secure, and fun? It also offers excellent pay and is ranked as one of the best jobs in America, too. I'm talking about being a dental hygienist. And all you have to do is complete a 2-year program after high school. Visit ODA.org to learn more and to start helping people love their smile. This message is brought to you by the members of the Ohio Dental Association.
Rothman and Ice.
So who's the source of this? One of those sites I go to.
Is it okay?
I don't know. You better clarify which site it's on.
Clip that.
Okay.
Rothman and Ice. Weekdays at noon.
Sponsored by Pella Columbus.
The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Freeze warning remains in effect this morning until 10 a.m. with a few clouds out there and temperatures in the 30s. We'll see plenty of sunshine this afternoon with highs into the upper 40s, and then for tonight, skies will clear with overnight lows in the 20s. Widespread frost develops again heading into Wednesday morning. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
There's nothing Bo Bishop can't do well, except find competent co-hosts. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan. One of these men was prom king. The other is Tyvis. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Man, we all understand how important sex is in a relationship for you and for your partner. Erectile dysfunction can take it away, often creating a serious strain on a relationship as well. Don't let that be you. Why? Springtime is here. Weather's getting nice. It's time to show her who's boss. You go see my people at Tri-State Men's Health because they got the treatments when the pills and the herbals fail. They got treatments with success rates well over 90%. Some treatments can have you last an hour or more. We got 2 locations located in Columbus. One is in Hilliard. The other one's in Westerville. As ED is affecting you, it's time to get back to sex, intimacy, and love that brings you closer together. Schedule a consult with Tri-State today. The initial visit is only $99. They have an expert staff, and if you're like a lot of men, you could be having sex the day after your appointment. So call them today at 800-900-9654 or visit tristatemenshealth.com.
It is a Hot Take Tuesday, which is part of that effect. Now, I saw this in the chat before we get to Urban Meyer's comments. Mario in the chat, we were talking about our Taco Bell orders. Mario may have everybody beat that's listening.
He is a beast.
Mario in our YouTube chat says his Taco Bell order is 3 cheesy roll-ups. That's okay.
I don't know what that is.
It's literally a tortilla with melted cheese in it, and that's it. And it's rolled up.
Okay, so them is nothing to you. Them little one-biters.
No, that's not. You fold that in half and just throw that in your mouth. It's nothing. All right, so there's 3 of those. Off to a good start. 3 bean burritos. Okay, that's stepping it up a bit.
Yes.
And then 3 cheesy gordita crunches. Okay.
Listen.
That I will even admit for a guy who eats a lot of Taco Bell, that would be a bit much. I mean, I could probably do it.
I would pay good money to see him eat this. I would pay money to watch this guy eat all 9 of these things in one sitting. Yeah, he's a beast.
No, he is. I'm saying, I as someone who can pack it in as much as anybody, I think I would struggle to finish that order.
But the cheesy roll-up, I'm looking at it. That's
nothing.
That's nothing.
I mean, it's not nothing. It's still.
And he said a bean burrito?
3.
That's not really that crazy either.
The bean burritos aren't as big as some of the other burritos they have.
Like me, if I get the grilled cheese burrito, that's it. Like I can't really eat nothing. I can't eat nothing past that.
Like Mario T-Bone, you said something in the last break that inspired me. Actually, I've kind of been stewing over here. Okay. You said, I don't know what triggered me, but when you said the no salary cap thing at North Carolina, you know what I thought?
What's that?
There's certainly a salary cap here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, at Ohio State?
We don't have money to spend. And you know what? Another thing about North Carolina, they had Hubert Davis as their coach, right?
Yeah.
Appeared in the national championship.
Yeah.
Retired Coach K.
Yeah.
Beat his rival multiple times.
Yeah.
And they said after 5 seasons, you know what? This ain't good enough for us. Get the hell out of here.
Look at that.
He's an alum of the school. He played at North Carolina. He is like, if you could just dream up what coach would I want to coach this team, it would be Hubert Davis. And despite all his accomplishments, they said, nah, you're not doing it for us. Goodbye.
Well, see,
meanwhile, this administration here takes basketball so unserious that Jake Diebler was like the de facto GM when Chris Holtman was here. And they said, you know what? You could be the head coach and the GM now. And the transfer portal's open. We don't even have a head assistant for you. How about that?
No.
Do this all by yourself, Jake Diebler, while coaching the team during the season. How does Jake Diebler know what mid-major player to recruit in the transfer portal? Has he not been coaching this team for the past 5 months?
Well, yeah,
how do we not have someone help this dude out?
Yeah,
I don't understand.
See, this is.
I'm sorry.
I'm with dude.
You said that, and I got triggered.
Well, as someone who's been triggered about Buckeye basketball before, good luck with your social media mentions after that, because I've been there, done that.
Why y'all putting up with meat sweats on Twitter?
I don't even know what he said.
I'm talking about the major league.
Yeah. He tweeted us a gif of.
I'm talking about is this accurate? No, it's not.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be already standing there when the ball comes to second base.
Dylan, I would just say that going back to your North Carolina question, I think that's where their mistake was, and this is the pitfall that Ohio State avoided was they hired someone who played for their university. Ohio State did not. So, see, we already avoided the Hubert Davis thing.
Sure?
We don't have to worry about it. No, Jake Diebler didn't play here. I don't think he did. His brother did. I believe his brother did.
Okay. That's right. I think some people get that twisted.
We are going to talk, because here's the thing. Adam Jardy has been covering the Buckeyes for a long time. We are going to talk about the transfer portal with him, Ohio State basketball. What are they looking at? What could they be doing? When can this team get that next step that we're wanting of getting to a Sweet 16, getting back to that level that we think Ohio State basketball should be? But I'm going to ask him for any clarity he can provide on a couple years ago when the report was Dusty May and Jake Diebler were finalists for the job. What did that mean? He would know as well as anyone, wouldn't he? I would want to know what he remembers of that time and just how close maybe Dusty May was. Or maybe a lot of us have that wrong, that maybe Dusty May was just, interested, but if Michigan called him, Louisville was supposedly very interested in him. Don't forget that. I think they were even down the road.
Who are you talking about, Dusty?
Yeah, Louisville was very close to hiring him.
All I'm going to tell you is this. This season is a very pivotal season for Ohio State basketball and Jake Diebler. Because to me, there's no worse feeling than watching your rival win it all. That's one. Two, Bruce is gone.
Yep.
So, it's on you to get the next guy developed and ready to go. And if you don't have that guy, if you're not confident in that guy, you need to make that vocal to the people that's in charge to go out and get somebody out of that transfer portal that you feel can come in and complement Junie if he comes back, which we all assume he will, and Amari Bynum's game.
Yeah.
You have to make because to me, you've been able to kind of get by that. It's Bruce. Everybody loves Bruce. He's a guy. He's a Buckeye through and through. Everybody loved the dedication. They supported Bruce. But now that that's gone and you don't have that guy who was one of the best guards in the Big Ten, now that you don't have that guy anymore, it's all about how are you coaching the next guy? How are you developing the next guy? How are you getting this team ready for next season? Because there won't be the heroics of Bruce anymore. That's gone. Yeah. So to me, this is a pivotal year. If you can't get it done, you got one of the top All-American, McDonald All-American guys coming in. Mm-hmm. You got two really good players coming back, we think. Maybe one if Junie gets some good news. Maybe he doesn't, but we all feel that he will come back.
Right.
I don't see if you don't. If you can't figure that out after that,
let's be real. You watched those two teams play last night. Of the guys that are coming back next year for Ohio State. And we don't know about, Anthony Thompson, what he'll be when he gets here. But Junie and Amari Bynum, who are they replacing on either of those starting fives? Are they?
Are they one of them teams?
Yeah. I think at least.
No, not right now. They know.
Junie's not replacing anybody on Michigan's roster, in part because Michigan built it so that their point guard is a distributor, not a shooter. Although Elliot Cadeau was great last night, that's not his game. But they could get there next year.
But you always got place for a shooter, though.
You do. He would be on the he'd be on the team, and he would get a lot of minutes.
Yeah,
he'd get a lot of minutes.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, when you look at their starting five, it was crafted in a certain way. And I'm sure if they had gotten Judy Mobley, they would have found a way to use him. Same with UConn. And they have guys on UConn who can shoot like that, too. I'm just saying, the point is, you might have one guy, maybe your other second guy coming back, that you could say would for sure start on these national championship level rosters. But that's where you're going up against, is they've got a different level of roster and a different level of coaching, quite honestly.
I'm with who's the coach that said you need length and girth?
Oh, that's
Hugh Freeze.
I'm with Hugh Freeze. That's what we need that on this.
You need length and girth.
Yeah, they need a lot of that.
We need that.
All right, I think we've run out of time to play the Urban Meyer sound, but he was talking about the 5 years for five, the 5 for 5 Arby's, I think. I don't know. The proposal they're doing in college sports. Well, you know what? Fine. I'll play it, but we won't have much time to react.
I think there's a couple hot spots here. Eligibility is one of them. It's very near consensus of the people I spoke to in that room that it should just be a 5 for 5. The minute you enroll in college, your clock starts, and the minute 5 years are up, you have to move on.
Why is everybody comfortable now with 5 years?
I think it's been that way for a while, and I don't understand how that has not been passed. Because what's happened, Rob, when you hear the word redshirt, it's to give people that opportunity to mature. Because the reality is at that age, some are very ready. The Jeremiah Smiths, there's no redshirt. Go play. The Joe Burrow, Terry McLaurin, they had the redshirt. They just weren't quite ready. But what happened is when I started coaching, it was 5 to play 4. But then everything started changing. They could play 4 games, 3 games, 25% of the season. And that's just too chaotic. And again, if you have a rule, you have to enforce it. 5 years to play 5 years and move on. And the only way you get your 5th year, which I believe is a great caveat, is that you have to graduate. So you get a degree, you get that 5th year.
It's a fine rule. Just
like I say,
would it hold up in court? That's the question.
More times than not, the guy the guy, if you're that guy and you're going to really succeed on the next level, you really only need 3. Now, quarterbacks is different because you got to wait your turn and things like that. So I get that.
There's not a rotation at quarterback. Right. There might be other spots.
But every other spot, usually 3. You only need 3, and I'm gone because I'm that good.
Yeah, I don't disagree. So it's a rule that I think from 95% of people, I don't think it will affect them if they actually get it to work. I do think the guys who stick around for 6 years, 7 years, 8 years.
I only played 3. I went undrafted. So there you go.
Are we having an existential crisis right now? Is that
there you go. I only needed 3, and I was out of there.
There you go. You proved your own point. Adam Jardy will join us. We'll talk some Buckeye basketball. What's next for this team? Where are they headed in the transfer portal? You'll find out in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Roughly a 9-minute delay for our friends in Marysville. That's because we are seeing construction still happening. Repairs right now on 33 in that westbound direction. This is all happening between State Route 245 all the way to US 36. A couple miles of that project down to 1 lane blocked out there. And this entire thing will be lasting until Friday. 12 miles per hour for your speeds. Once again, a 9-minute delay. Make sure to take this detour to avoid it all. US 33 westbound to Scottslawn Road instead takes you to Industrial Parkway, 5th Avenue, then State Route 245, eventually westbound onto 33. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Put more money back in your pocket this spring with special rates as low as 8.99% APR on debt consolidation loans from BMI FCU. Transfer your high-interest credit cards today. Apply at bmifcu.org/consolidate.
Hi, this is D. Miller. Looking for TRT that's flexible enough for your lifestyle? Head to Low T Center, the #1 name in TRT. Choose testosterone shots, pills, or enclomiphene. Pay with insurance or out of pocket. And even have your treatment shipped to your door. And now Low T Center is offering new peptides, new treatments, and more. Boost energy, libido, and confidence for results you can feel. Book your free testosterone test now at fixmylowt.com. That's fixmylowt.com.
Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good. You know the savings are so good. You know the savings are so good. Great cars, great deals, Great Lakes. GLakesHyundai.com.
As the seasons change, it's time to prep your HVAC system with a $49 seasonal tune-up from Columbus Worthington Air. A seasonal tune-up can help save money on your energy bill and help prevent expensive breakdowns. As your local home service experts, everything we do is backed by our exceptional service guarantee. It all adds up to dependable service from neighbors you trust. Columbus Worthington Air and Bryant Heating and Cooling. Whatever it takes. Visit cwaohio.com/radio for details, terms, and conditions. License number 47543.
All the Ohio State conversation you can handle. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
Your Ohio State flagship station. The Fan. Tyvis is drinking a protein shake for breakfast. T-Bone is eating a protein donut. Minus the protein. And it's more than one donut. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
All right, more of your hot takes on a Hot Take Tuesday coming up in moments. But we are now joined on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline by the Ohio State men's basketball beat writer for the Columbus Dispatch. He is Adam Jardy. Adam, thanks for taking the time this morning. Buckeye basketball fans, the quote that Joshua Perry brought up to us yesterday, comparison is the thief of joy. Is that accurate today?
Yeah, what a weird day to be an Ohio State basketball fan, I'm sure. I mean, I'm not sure I can sum it up any better than that.
I, of course, a lot of people, I saw Barstool this morning has this tweet of yours that is from a couple years ago. It's the sources. Ohio State coaching search is entering its final stage, and Jake Diebler and Dusty May are cementing as the top 2 candidates. And I remember reading that article and, being very interested in that back at the time. There are a lot of Buckeye fans that have thrown that out there, but you were as close to that as anyone. To your knowledge, how close did Ohio State get in that race before they ended up settling on Jake Diebler? Was Dusty May ever interviewing on campus? That's the part of this I've always wondered about, and I didn't know if you can shed any light on that.
I mean, they went far along in the process for sure. There were some high level meetings. Ultimately, to say that it's not entirely accurate to say that Ohio State maybe settled on one candidate. I think it's more accurate to say that one candidate chose elsewhere. So this doesn't always just come down to, Ohio State picked this person. Sometimes candidates choose other places. And so in this case, that's ultimately how this played out. There was certainly interest, and it was certainly something they were looking at, but it wasn't hey, we offered one person the job, they said no, or it wasn't a case of like, we're picking this person over that person necessarily. It was, one person said they wanted to be there, and one person didn't.
Adam, when you look at this off season, would you say that this is a very pivotal year for Jake Diebler? Because obviously you see the Wolverines win it all. Obviously, it's very motivating when you see your rival win it all. Do you think that this is a big year or make or break year for Jake Diebler?
I mean, you could probably speak to this as well as anybody. I mean, you understand what the rivalry is and what this all means, inside the locker room and things like that. I have a hard time imagining anyone who's really more motivated to make Ohio State a perennial winner than Jake Diebler. That's someone who, I believe would run through multiple brick walls if it meant that he could, get this program where he believes it should be on a consistent basis. So I don't think there's any lack of motivation there, certainly. But when you are looking at, yes, your rival who hired a coach at the same time as you just had a historically great season, I think any of us would look at that situation and say, like, that adds a little bit more, certainly motivation and fuel and things like that. And I mean, is make or break fair to say? I'm not sure. We'll see how the portal goes, and we'll see kind of where things, end up here in a couple of weeks and a couple of months as we get to the start of next season. But when your rival has a historically great season, that certainly increases, I would imagine, the spotlight and the pressure to develop and to win at a high level.
Adam Jardy joining us on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Men's basketball portal is open, or at least guys are putting their names in, stuff like that. Are you hearing anything yet on any potential players that have started to make some noise? Or I guess maybe a better question there is, how much noise is being made behind the scenes by the boosters and by everybody involved to get some funds available when those player names evolve?
Yeah, they're in a good spot, honestly, from like what they are able to spend. Players that are leaving the program this year free up some extra funds as well. As far as like actual specific names, like there's just not a lot out there yet, given that like technically you couldn't contact anybody until 12:01 a.m. this morning. So as One Shining Moment was playing, like you weren't. So we'll see stuff really start to bubble up here the next couple of days, and names will start to emerge. But I mean, they have a clear idea, what they need to find. They have some really desirable options out there. I mean, some desirable playing situations for players, like, last year trying to recruit a backup guard and say, hey, come battle for minutes behind Bruce Thornton and John Mobley. Like, that was a tough deal. But they have some real opportunities they can sell people on this year, and a talented core that they have back. So I do think that from a financial standpoint, they're in a better spot than they were last year. And from a attractive standpoint as well, I think they're in a pretty good spot. So it'll be interesting these next couple of days as we do start to get some more concrete names and some real ideas of what these players could be.
Adam, the Baylor guy, Josh, who we didn't get a chance to see this season, is he coming back for another year? Is his eligibility done? What is his status with the Buckeyes?
Yeah, he's coming back next year. I talked to him in the Big Ten tournament and wrote a story about that then, that he said he's 100% coming back. I mean, the whole thing with him was that he was never going to play this season unless the NCAA changed the eligibility rule to 5 years. He was going to, the plan all along was, if that happened, he would have been available probably back half of the season. But then when that became not a reality, he wasn't going to play 12 games and then have that be the final season of his collegiate career. So he'll be back next year. I expect him to be in the mix for that starting center spot, but they will be recruiting like a high level center as well. So, Josh hasn't played a game. By the time the season starts, it'll be about 18 months since he's played a game, but he certainly is in the mix and is part of the equation for next year.
Adam Jardy joining us, Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline, talking Buckeye basketball. The GM spot in college sports is such a weird thing. It was director of player personnel or whatever titles it used to be. We obviously know on the football side, that's become a big deal. Mark Pantoni has been there, since Urban was here. What is the plan to get some continuity in the GM position there for the basketball program? And what would the differences kind of be between, say, what a GM looks like at other places and what it might look like at Ohio State?
Well, I mean, you're not going to see somebody come in and they have complete control over the roster, and then Jake Diebler and his staff can just go golf all summer long or anything like that. That's just not how. That's not how it's ever going to run. And frankly, I'm not sure how many of the GM jobs in college basketball are structured that way. I mean, I think in Ohio State's case, I would imagine that if they do ultimately add somebody this summer or this spring here, I suppose, that it's someone who can, help probably from a fundraising standpoint, and someone who can, help pitch Ohio State and make Ohio State an even more desirable place for players. But I don't expect this to be if they do ultimately add a GM, and I'm sorry, my dog just saw somebody walking across the street and has to bark. If they do ultimately add a GM, it's not going to be the behind the strings, pulling all the strings and making all the decisions. It would be someone that would just sort of help with the whole process. And the rules are going to change here, where anybody on the coaching or on the support staff, as well as the assistant coaches, can help with coaching during practice and things like that. So if you're Ohio State, if you're able to get someone in who's a quote unquote GM who also helps you with recruiting because people want to come be around that person, and they can also help you in practice, someone who knows the game at a high level, I think all that stuff can kind of, fold into this one position.
I mean, since you mentioned your dog, now I'm obligated to know, and I'm curious, what kind of dog? What's the name? What's the situation there?
So it's a rescue. We don't know what she is.
Those are the best ones.
Yes. Her name is Indie, Indie, because her whole litter was named after music stuff.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And so her name was Vintage when we got her, but we changed it to Indie. We liked it better.
There you go. She's an independent artist. That's exactly right. That sounds good. Well, yeah, good for Indy getting her voice heard on the radio. Thanks for the information as always, and we'll talk again soon. Hopefully with some updates. We'll find out who the Buckeyes are going to be getting, and maybe get a preview as we get closer to next season. All right.
All right. Thanks for having me, guys.
There we go. Adam Jardy, always great. Always read his stuff over at the Dispatch. Covers the Buckeyes as well as anybody in the business. Thanks for his time. We appreciate it. We'll hit the buzzer next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic
from the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
A heads up for folks right now, if you're traveling over on the west side, we are seeing a major crash on 270 southbound, just passing Roberts Road, for not one, not two, but 3 left lanes are currently blocked out there. Looking at really slow speeds, too. That's just as you're heading towards that 70 intersection out there. Also, for our friends in Upper Arlington, another heads up, we are still seeing a crash on 315 northbound, just as you're passing Henderson Road. That left lane is currently blocked. Not really seeing any delays associated with this crash, though, early for your Tuesday. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu for your fan traffic.
Aviators football returns Friday, April 17th, 8 p.m. kickoff. The first 5,000 fans through the gates take home a free team flag. Grab your tickets now at UFLaviators.com. United we fly.
I love Right Pack Credit Union because they're solution driven.
I feel valued as a member.
They're focused on the latest technology and the personal connections.
Experience benefits that go beyond banking with Right Pack Credit Union. Just ask our actual members.
I definitely recommend Right Pack to all my family and friends as a credit union of choice.
Visit one of our Columbus area Right Pack Credit Union member centers near you. Based on individual members' experiences, results may vary.
Aetna was there for me as I was going through a rough medical patch this year. I had peace of mind, which helped with my healing.
Those words from a real Aetna Medicare Advantage member speak to why U.S. News & World Report named us a best Medicare Advantage company. Because we show up on calls with members and doctors' offices when requested. We show up with the latest in online tools for easier access to healthcare. We show up for you. Because that's how healthier happens together. Member feedback has been edited for length and clarity.
My husband's an animal in bed.
Well, you know.
Not in the fun way. Think warthog. With a chainsaw.
Snoring and sleep apnea affect over 90 million people.
and 1 out of 4 couples sleep in separate rooms. Advent can help. We've been your one-stop solution for nasal congestion, snoring, and sleep apnea for over 20 years. Unlike many other practices, we focus exclusively on these conditions, so you get comprehensive care under one roof. Advent's unique approach can help you breathe and sleep better, and many avoid a CPAP. Plus, most insurance is accepted for our effective 20-minute in-office treatments.
Hey, the only animal you want in your bed is your dog.
Advent. Sleep better. Sleep together. Learn how you can improve your life at adventknows.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at runyondentalgroup.com. That's runyondentalgroup.com.
Hey there, friends, it's Bo Bishop here. You know High Bank for their award-winning spirits, but the food deserves just as much love. Enjoy happy hour with friends, brunch with family, and dinner that never misses. Make your reservation today at highbankco.com. Dine, drink, distill at High Bank.
The great thing about Atlas Butler is they do it all. Heating, cooling, plumbing. Look, I'm busy with work. I don't have time to wait around or deal with lots of people. One company, one call, and they do it all. Wonder if they'll clean out my inbox. Seriously, offer that service. Please.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
No one plans to get into an accident, but when it happens, we strive in making life easier for you. This is Justin Hinderer. The Hinderer Motor Company Collision Center is ICAR certified and certified by many manufacturers to provide the best quality repair available. All of our repairs come with a lifetime warranty. We have our own 24/7 towing service so you never have to wait. Plus, we offer on-site rental cars for every lifestyle. At Hinderer Motor Company, we love what moves you.
What's the best way to make sure you don't miss any of your favorite fan shows? Oh no. Download the Fan app, silly.
Ah, damn it, I knew that.
App Store, Google Play, or just scream right at your phone. Psst, you can also listen to Buc-ee games. Do it now. The Fan Poll is sponsored by JT's Pizza and Pub, home of award-winning pizza and 32-ounce Yingling drafts for only $4. All of the hair on their heads is slowly migrating to the lower part of their faces. And cracky. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
All right, speaking of cracky, maybe you got some cracky in the garage floor. Maybe you see the stains. You see just this gross exposed concrete that's been worn out. Maybe you even tried to fix it with a bad epoxy or paint job. It's not your fault. It just didn't take. It didn't work. Maybe the company that didn't install it properly. That is not going to be the case when you get a brand new Comer and Cross garage floor. It'll transform your whole garage in just one day with a gleaming new floor that you will love. And right now, they got a great deal for you that you'll love even more. They'll take 50% off installation from Comer and Cross's new garage floor when you call them at 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. Comer and Cross garage floor is the gold standard, guaranteed to never chip, crack, or show tire lift like some of those other jobs can do. Plus, they will get it done in one day. They will take all the stuff out of your garage. Their pros will install it expertly, and now you get that installation for 50% off. So call them today, 1-800-NEW-FLOOR or comercross.com. That's C-O-M-E-R cross.com, or again, 1-800-NEW-FLOOR.
Joining the program, Eric Reeser, the biggest Cleveland Cavalier and Guardian supporter. Did you see my boy Stephen Kwan go yard?
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's a good way to start off the season for him.
Yeah, well, how
did the rest of it go?
Yeah, whatever.
That's irrelevant.
What?
It's not irrelevant, but, it's not great.
I mean, I'm just pointing out that
what you talking about, T-Bone, is irrelevant.
They lost yesterday, and you're
sure did.
Now, the one thing I think you could take away from yesterday that was extremely positive was this guy, Jose Ramirez, becoming the greatest Guardian of all time. If he wasn't already, I mean, now he's got
solidified it. Yeah, the record from 1918 fell.
Most games, Jim Thome.
Well, I mean,
I would not put anybody above Jose.
Jose Ramirez has the most games played, most appearances in a Guardians or obviously Indians before that, or other Cleveland sports teams before that uniform. 1,620 appearances for the hometown hero up in Cleveland. So.
Yep. You had Terry Turner back in 1918, had 1,619. He played for the Cleveland Naps, then the Cleveland Indians.
Right, which is funny because, like, I think the amount of time that has spread in between, like, all the different names of this team. Because weren't they the Cleveland Spiders at one point, too?
They sure were. And
then did they go back? I can't remember how it all went. But, like, the point is, a lot of different names, but Jose Ramirez will be one of the all-time greats there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a Guardians fan, just on the outside looking in. Where would you
He's
rank
my
him?
all-time Cleveland Guardian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who would I put above him.
I mean, you've got, like you just said, Jim Thome is up there.
Jim Thome definitely up there.
Would you like Albert Bell?
Albert Bell would definitely be up there.
I mean, there are guys to have in consideration with it, but I just look at
Larry
the 1,620 games.
Larry
Jose Ramirez. Okay.
Larry Doby, very impactful player.
Feller.
Sure.
Yeah,
Bob
sure.
Feller's on
Why
there.
not? Yeah, of course.
Heater from Van Meter. But
yeah.
You know who my all-time Guardian is?
Classe.
John Kinsey.
Yeah.
John Kinsey Noel. Big Christmas.
There we go.
Bring him back.
That's a hot take on Hot Take Tuesday. I've got a couple more hot takes to get to here. This one is from C West 3 here. Let them live. My Hot Take Tuesday. If places charge you for adding condiments to food, they should take the price off if condiments are removed. And you know what? I think that's not a hot take at all. I actually agree with that.
That's a good take.
Like if you're going to charge extra for me to put on stuff, if I leave it off,
that's fair.
Yeah, that's good. You never get the return on that, and I agree with that.
How much is Tyvis getting back for no bread?
Oh yeah, fair point. That's right.
I'm more of a, you should go to Jimmy John's and get you a unwich. You take the bread off and they wrap it in lettuce.
Yeah, it's essentially a lettuce wrap.
Yeah. It's really good.
You probably just make that at home.
Yeah, you could.
I don't know if I could do that. Like,
no?
Well, no, when you go to like a place like Jimmy John's.
I don't think I could. No.
Okay.
No.
The part when I go to Jimmy John's is like, I can get lunch meat pretty easily. Like, that's available everywhere.
Well, I got that at home.
But the bread that you get at some of those places,
Hey,
it's better. It's fresh. It's warm.
It makes the experience better.
Yes,
the
and if
bread at those sub shops.
If you're going to take if you're going to take the bread off of it,
with him.
But he's right.
Don't be
wrong.
mad.
Okay.
That sometimes I have a correct point.
So let me get this right.
Yes, here we go.
The thing about a sub that make a sub really good is not the meats.
The meats are perfect. They're great.
It's the bread.
It's all encompassing, Tyvis.
But what I'm saying is, I feel like the lunch meat that you get, the cold cuts at, say, Jimmy John's or Jersey Mike's or any of these places.
I don't really do the cold cuts. I like mine's heat with some little steam on.
What do you get?
Depends on where I'm going.
Okay, what do you get when you go to Jimmy John's?
I'm more of a Philly cheesesteak guy. If I go to Jimmy John's, I don't think Jimmy John's do hot subs.
Yeah, they do.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely have had a Jimmy John's. They have a Philly.
Known that.
I actually, Jimmy John's. Didn't they just start doing that recently? I feel like that's more of a thing.
I saw in a commercial they were doing like gyros now too.
Oh,
so they for sure.
What?
Yeah.
This has now turned into a commercial for Jimmy John's.
Buy an ad, Jimmy John's.
No, we had Firehouse Sub here yesterday. I was a little jealous.
By the way, they cleaned those out. We got an email yesterday afternoon. Obviously, we were gone, and it said Firehouse Subs. And the last time they did this, I opened up the fridge when I got in the next morning, and there were like
a whole
15
box
little subs sitting in there. So today I come in, I remember the email. I see there are 7 or 8 boxes of
in the trash.
Yes, in the trash.
There's
I'm
like 3 of them in the fridge. Three little rolls in the fridge.
What I thought was, oh man, I bet they left some in the fridge. No, they were. Whoever was here yesterday cleaned out all that food.
Joshua Perry.
Hey, you know what? Let him live.
The fatty himself.
Do you think he ate them all here or took some home?
He did both.
Okay. Yeah, well, why not?
Josh Perry
should take him home.
Both.
Thanks to Firehouse Subs for providing.
Yes, that was
Joshua Perry a meal yesterday and today.
He should have taken them home. We thought we were going to get breakfast this morning.
No, it's fine.
And here we go.
Look, we had jerky from Buc-ee's.
That's true.
By the way, Chris in the chat says, Hot Take Tuesday, Buc-ee's overrated.
He's right.
Are you going?
Wow.
Are you going to go to Dayton?
I'm not going to Dayton.
Here's
for Buc-ee's.
Here's what Chris says. Way too busy and adds at least 45 to 60 minutes when on a cross-country road trip. I just drove across the country and made the mistake of stopping at Buc-ee's. Overrated GTH. I mean, not only does it add time.
That's 2 times in this chat today that somebody said it's overrated.
I'd recommend the experience. If you were on a road trip and you see a Buc-ee's, go.
Sure.
And experience the bathroom, and their food's good. but don't go out of your way for it.
Are you going to put toilet paper down on the seats?
You don't have to at Buc-ee's.
You are with that. You agree with that.
It's because it's a correct take.
Yeah, listen, man.
They keep them very clean. It's a staple of the establishment.
It's only been one place in this world that I have felt comfortable not putting toilet paper down. You know where that was? The White House.
Oh, okay.
Oh, when you went to the White House?
Oh, yeah, I did.
The thing with the White House.
Did you drop a deuce in the White House?
I had to. You know, how many people can say that they pooped in the White House?
How long have we been doing this show? You're just not telling us
We've
about
been
this?
doing this show for 11 months. And at no point when we've talked about anything that's come up have you been like, hey, by the way, I took a drop a deuce in the White House.
You know the funniest thing I did? They had a picture of George Bush on the thing, like his portrait. I took a picture holding the thumbs up.
Oh, wait, while you were going to the bathroom or just separate?
Weren't there a couple other portraits that you guys did that with? I feel like you have a whole camera roll of like you and some of your teammates. Yeah.
I just pictured Tyvis sitting in the can saluting like a portrait of Martin Van Buren and just, just as he's like, yes, sir, like there he is right there.
Well, I figured, if you can't catch nothing from the seats in the White House.
John Tyler.
If you do, you own the place.
Well done, sir. There you go. I didn't know you did this. Why did we not get the good info until the very last segment
the
of the
deuce
show?
In the White House.
See, Reeser took your presence to get the best out of Tyvis. That's usually what it is.
Give you the real present of the week was me being in here for that.
All right, what's coming up?
We got some real treats, real presents today from Bishop and Friends. 9 to noon will be the program. Dom Tiberi will jump on at 10:30. Speaking of deuces, the basketball Buckeyes and the Blue Jackets are in some pretty precarious positions. Ohio State men's hoops needs a lot of things, and so we'll discuss because the goal is now to compete with Michigan, who just won the national championship. The Blue Jackets are on the brink. I think they're going to try to halt a 6-game slide tonight in Detroit, who's also on the brink.
Yes,
so it's
very much
a lot of necessary conversation. We'll do the real truth at 10 o'clock, but probably won't be pretty.
Yeah, well, that's where we're at. That's what it is. Bishop and Friends, 9 to noon, right here on The Fan.
Shove it down your throat.
It's time for the buzzer.
Sponsored by Logan AC and Heat Services. Don't go through another air conditioner breakdown. For fast, friendly service, call the experts at Logan Services now for a free estimate and next day air installation.
Well, talk about pluses and minuses, good and bad. There is one team that only has a minus next to their name, and that is the Tennessee Lady Volunteers basketball program. So Kim Caldwell, their head coach, you might remember last year, she was the one who gave birth and then came to the game like a couple days later. She got a lot of notoriety for that. She's a very good coach. However, right now, she only has on her roster, actually, she has one player who is currently committed. Gabby Minus, who is a high school signee, is the only player tied to the Lady Vols. They've lost 13 players since the end of the season due to either eligibility or transfer portal. The latest was a 5-star recruit, Jada Sybil, who was sent to be a part of the roster next year, but she has entered the transfer portal. So Fox Sports Knoxville reported they are currently without any players on the roster other than one incoming true freshman. So good luck with all that.
Sheesh.
Happy portaling there. All right, have a great rest of your Tuesday. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, the road's still looking pretty busy on the northwest side of our city over by Dublin and Plain City. We are still watching this crash on 33 eastbound. That ramp to Post Road lanes are blocked, but it is pretty open for the most part. Also, for our friends traveling towards Marysville, still seeing repairs happening right now. 33 westbound in that direction, especially over by US 36. One lane blocked out there. This entire project, too, lasting until Friday, so keep in mind detours taking some downtown roads instead, especially 5th Avenue all the way through the downtown scene, get you on State Route 245 and eventually westbound on 33. I'm